The following is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Mey Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, and online at meyrealty.com.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Mey Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Mey Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Mey Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at meyrealty.com.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Rail Splitter football. WLCN's live video stream coverage is sponsored by Full Gospel Evangelistic Center. Located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Mey Realty. Locally owned and operated, Mey Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at meyrealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, located at 2301 Woodlawn Road. Phone 217-732-2111 or shop online anytime at jimexamus.com. Puritan Springs Water Delivery. Enjoy great tasting bottled water delivered to your home or workplace with Puritan Springs Water. Lincoln proud since 1972. Call 800-292-2992 or go online to puritansprings.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Little Barn Boutique, for clothing, unique gifts from vendors, and products from companies like Bridgewater Candles, Innis, and Mud Pie. Find Little Barn Boutique on Facebook or stop by the store and see Jessica at 1103 5th Street in Lincoln. State Representative Bill Howder, proudly representing citizens of Logan County and all constituents of District 87. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Independent health insurance agent Dara Entwistle, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101.5 South Kickapoo Street, above J&M Meat Market in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Railer football.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
BV and Coach Ken Schweitzer back here at Memorial Stadium, and as always, our kickoff sponsor is Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422. That's 217-735-2422. And the Wine Brothers will take care of all your construction needs out there. And I know, Ken, you've got a lot of construction projects going on, and you always head out to Chicago Street Rentals.
Anytime I need a rental, I go there. That's right, Bob.
Of course, not very far from your home.
That's right, it's close by.
So as we mentioned before, today the Rail Splitters take on the Spartans of Southeast here at Memorial Stadium. The reason we're here is that Southeast is having their field reconstructed, and I think there's a lot of other things going on there at Southeast, as is here at Lanphier and at Springfield. So a lot of good things for the schools here in Springfield.
Yeah, the Spartans are coached by the first-year coach Nate Borders this year. His first season, the first game was last week, and so first home game is today. He's a young kid. He's only 23 years old, but he's getting his feet wet as a head coach. Of course, the Railers are coached by, in his 9th season, Matt Silkowski, and so he's one of the veterans of the conference now in his 9th season.
And as you said, Coach, last game, he is the second most in tenure as a coach behind the great Gene McDonald.
In the modern era, that's right.
In the modern era.
Yeah, we don't I don't know all the stats from way back when, but yeah, that's true. The Railers, of course, are led by their running back Peyton Bunner. He carried the ball 10 times for 103 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. Gabe Smith picked up 60 yards on 8 carries. Sophomore Seth Durbin picked up 57 yards, carrying the ball 13 times and a touchdown. And of course, quarterback Tate Johnston, he carried the ball 6 times for 72 yards. So a lot of ball carries for the Railers. They spread it out. Hope to do the same today and make that running game go again.
Want to remind you that Joe Ryan's Country Financial sponsors a player of the game, which will be announced after the game. So as you listen to the game, see if you can name the player of the game along with Coach Schweitzer. Should be a very interesting game. So the Rail Splitters taking on the Spartans. They're along the sidelines. The Spartans run out onto the field with their golden flag, and they're ready to go. And how did the coin flip go, Coach?
Yeah, the Spartans won the flip of the coin. They deferred till the second half, so the Railers chose to receive. They're going to catch the ball on the south end, I think, heading north.
So we mentioned that offensive line, and Coach mentioned our fine running back, Peyton Bunner. The other two running backs out of that wing formation are the young sophomore, Seth Durbin, number 24. He's 5'7" and 130. And, of course, the veteran, Gabe Smith, wears the number 3. He's a senior running back. He's 6'2", 180. The wide receiver is Aiden Crane. He's 5'9", and 180-pounder. And the tight end is Jaden Gully, and he's a senior, 5'11", 180. And he's also our punter. And the Rail Splitters now taking the field out there on the special teams. I see number Alec Claudio out there, along with number 67 for the Rail Splitters. That is, I missed that one. But anyway, 57. 57 is Alex Schmidt. They've got different players out there on the special teams. 41 is Marcus Seil, and Quentin Quisenberry's out there, along with Gabe Smith on the special teams. And Rail Splitters will receive. We'll try and pick up for you who's back there. Who is that? Quentin Quisenberry and Gabe Smith. Quentin Quisenberry, he is I believe, a sophomore. He's 5'8" and 130. And Gabe Smith, of course, the great veteran, is 6'2", 180. He was on that started on that playoff team at wide receiver, made that great catch from Keon Carson against the Rochester Rockets, which tied the score at that time, 7-7. A very exciting call as Darren Stevens got it out into the flat to Gabe Smith, and he threw it up to Keon Carson. He threw up ahead to Gabe Smith. And the Southeast Spartans getting ready to kick it away. Looks like that's Jordan Gilliam, one of their big, fine wide receivers. Gilliam going to kick it soccer style. I was watching him in the warm-ups, Coach Schweitzer, and he's got quite a leg on him.
Yeah, we'll find it right here with the wind behind him.
Oh, he snubbed it, and a squibber, and we touched it, and Southeast is going to get the football in excellent field territory. But it didn't go 10 yards, so they may call that back. I think that's going to get called back. We got a break there.
Well, we touched it, though. And
okay.
If we should have let, yeah.
We spotted it in their territory at the 48. So unfortunately, I believe it's going to be a first down for the Spartans.
Yeah.
Tough break there for the Rail Splitters to start this game off.
We tried to cover it there before, and like I said, it only went about 8 yards, and we fumbled it, and they picked it up.
So on the near side hash mark, it'll be Spartan football, 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. And the Rail Splitter defense fired up on that front line. On that Rail Splitter defense it is Aiden Fry. Where's the number 12? The defensive ends are Tommy Braid and Preston Hunt. The inside linebackers, Tate Johnston and Jaden Gully. The outside linebackers, Peyton Bunner and Frank Sanders. And that was a Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Here's the and penalty against the Spartans, and 7 seconds into the game,
I think it's against
the Rail Splitters. Rail Splitters can't get a break.
They shifted in the backfield, and I think it was Frank Sanders jumped early across when he saw that, and cost the Railers 5 yards. So it's going to be a first down and 5 at midfield for the Spartans.
Spartans huddled up. Rail Splitter defense. Their backs against the wall early. 2 wide receivers to each side for the Spartans as they come out of the shotgun. Wait for the snap. Here it is, a high snap. And Rail Splitters into the backfield. Another penalty flag. Illegal procedure against the Spartans. The quarterback for the Spartans is Tony Boyd. He's a sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, slow start. A couple penalties here to start the game. And we're right back where they started on the 45. It's still first down.
8 seconds into the game. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Boyd out of the gun. Got the snap. Hands off to his running back, and the Rail Splitters are there to take him down early. In there on the tackle was Tommy Baird, along with Tate Johnston was there for the Rail Splitters on the tackle. 1 yard gain.
Yeah, I think one of the goals for the Railers is to contain that running game and funnel it to the inside, and that's the responsibility of the outside linebackers, and that would be Peyton Bunner and Frank Sanders to keep them from getting outside.
That was Easton McClatherty, a junior on the run. He's the guy in the backfield with their fine quarterback, the sophomore Tony Boyd. 2nd and 9. Here's the snap out of the gun. Throws it out in the flat. He's got his man. He was able to hang on to it. A couple of Rail Splitters take him along the sideline, and he's tackled out of bounds. The Rail Splitter that was there looked like it was number 4 for the Rail Splitters. That was Aiden Crane on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. He's a senior, 5'9", 180. Aiden Crane on the tackle inside the Lincoln territory at the 35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
It looked like there was a potential block in the back over there, but it didn't get called, and maybe that's just my wishful thinking. But anyway, it's in Lincoln territory at the 35, 1st and 10 for the Spartans.
And it's going to be Tony Boyd out of the gun. The running back is Easton McClatherty. He's a junior. And they got a man in motion, and the quarterback wants to go.
Fumble!
The Rail Splitters have got it. That's Tommy Braid. Braid was the man that was in there and got the fumble. It's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. A Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance 1st and down, and that's the way we like it, baby. Early in this battle. I didn't catch who the two guys were that broke it up, but
well, I think Frank Sanders was in on that. His quarterback was going back to pass, and he didn't have time to look downfield, and he got hit, and the ball came loose. And as you said, was it Aiden Fry on the recovery?
Yes. Number 7 on the recovery. That was no, I'm sorry. That was Tommy Braid. On the recovery. So 1st and 10, as we said, for the Rail Splitters from their own 45-yard line. Out of the gun, they hand it off to the fullback, and that is Bunner. He will not give up. He's wearing that protective shield on his head again to keep away from concussions. He's got a 2-yard gain, so it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. That was Peyton Bunner, number 11, the senior. He's 6 foot, 220-pounder.
That was just a straight dive off the right side, Bob. He picked up 2 tough yards, and it's coming up in the same formation.
Man in motion. This is Gabe Smith. He slips on the turf, and he may have got a yard out of it. Gabe Smith, the senior, 6'2", 180-pounder. He's been in the weight room for this season. So that's going to be 3rd down for the Rail Splitters.
About a 2-yard pickup. Could have been more had he not slipped there, Bob, but he was going to try to run wide with it, but as he turned up, his feet came out from under him.
Southeast running players in and out. Shun Hicks, the quarterback, snaps it. Here's the handoff. No, he's going to pass. He's got a man wide open. That's Gabe Smith. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Rail Splitters. Put it on the board. 6 for the Rail Splitters. That was Tate Johnston to Gabe Smith for the touchdown.
Well, that was sorry, Bob. That was a great play. He went to the right, and they start to think you're going to run, and Gabe got out behind the defenders, and it was an easy toss and catch and run for him.
Now we'll attempt the extra point. This will be Lucas Melton.
Melton will attempt the point after for Lincoln.
That's Komnick on the placement. Here's the kick, and it's through the uprights. That is a good, and that is a Copper and Oak touchdown for the Rail Splitters. Copper and Oak at 227 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. For if you want to go out on the town, go to Copper and Oak, and that's a Copper Oak touchdown for the Rail Splitters, and the extra point supplied by Lucas Melton. So the Rail Splitters lead it 7-0 with 9:50 remaining here in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
He's only a freshman?
Yes.
5'10", 170. He's only a freshman. He'll approach from his own 35 and boot it away from the 40. Numerous players back for Southeast. He doesn't kick it that far. It's into the wind, into the north wind. They've got it at about the 28 to the 30, dancing to the 35. Rail Splitters trying to, nice, a fumble. Another fumble on the field. Let's see what happened there. He never did have a good handle on the football. Looks like there's a Rail Splitter on the football.
Yes, they have it.
And it's going to be Lincoln Rail Splitter, 1st and 10 again. That's a Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. Let's see if one of our spotters picked up who got that fumble over there for the Rail Splitters.
Fumble recovered by the Railers on the return.
They're going to have it on the 37-yard line, Bob, of Southeast. And great break for the Railers now. They want to capitalize.
Out of that wing formation, here they come. That's Peyton Bunner back. No, he's not at fullback. He's in the slot. Here comes Gabe Smith. He makes the turn to the 35, and he's tripped up at about the 33-yard line. 4-yard pickup there by Gabe Smith for the Rail Splitters. Going to be 2nd down. Great field position. 2nd and 6 for the Rail Splitters at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, that's a play. He slipped on there in the first possession, Bob, and they ran the same thing, turned it up, and good open field tackle there by the Spartans.
No green on the Rail Splitters today. They've got the red pants with the red numerals and the white helmets and the white jerseys. Out of the shotgun comes Tate Johnston. Here's the handoff. That's Bunner. He's a tough guy. They've got the whole student body there trying to take him down, and he's up to the 30-yard line. 3-yard pickup there for the fullback, Peyton Bunner.
Well, with another 3rd down, the Railers capitalized last time they had 3rd down. Last week they were 7 for 9 on 3rd down conversions, Bob. So really successful on it, and 1 for 1 today so far.
Bunner also an excellent wrestler. He's also here's the snap, and this time it's the young sophomore, Seth Durbin, number 24. 5'7", 130-pounder Seth Durbin. It looks like they're going to mark it around the 26-yard line, and that's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. Rail Splitters on the march at the 26. 8:26 clock on the move in the first quarter. Rail Splitters lead it 7-0. Here they come to the line of scrimmage. That's Shun Hicks, the center, wears the number 77. He's a junior, checks in at 5'10", 260. Johnston, the lone man in the backfield. He's got a man in motion. That's Gabe Smith. Wants to make the turn. Looks for an opening. He goes out of bounds.
Good first down play, though. Smith had some running room. He ran to the sideline, got it down, and just about the 20-yard line.
He's another kid that's been in the weight room, Coach. He checks in at 6'2", 180 now. Ball at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 4 for the Rail Splitters. On the public address announcer up here is our good friend Tim Schweitzer. Split wide to the right is Aiden Crane. He's a senior, 5'9", 180. The tight end is Jaden Gully. Out of that wing, here comes Gabe Smith. This time the quarterback keeps it, and he's going to take the football. He's off the right side, and he's hit hard, but stays on his feet down to the 10. That was Tate Johnston. Tate Johnston, the senior quarterback, 6', 205. He took a hard hit there at the 10. Make that the 11-yard line, and that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. And they keep the clock running. 7:51. Go ahead, Coach.
No, he kind of acted like he wanted to pass the ball. He didn't have anybody open. Tucked it away and picked up some nice yardage for his first down.
I can hear the train in the background. Grandma V saying hi from Sangamon Street. Out of the shotgun. Here's the snap, and he's going to keep it again. The quarterback, Tate Johnston, on a keeper. Faked the handoff to Durbin, and then he just took it right off the right side behind Zach Poole and Frank Sanders. If you're running behind Zach Poole and Frank Sanders, you're going to pick up some yardage.
You got some big beef up front there. He got down to the 2-yard line, another 9-yard pickup.
That is two mean hombres, Poole and Sanders. 2nd and 1 for the Rail Splitters. Johnston got the snap. This time he hands off Smith. He dances. He fights. He's in. Touchdown, Rail Splitters. That is a copper and oak touchdown for the Rail Splitters. Gabe Smith took it in for the 6 for the Rail Splitters on the handoff from Tate Johnston. Lucas Melton will attempt another extra point. It'll be Kane Komnick on the hold.
Elton will attempt to point after.
There's the placement. The kick into the north wind is good.
We got a flag
14-0 and a flag. Flag on the play. Rail Splitters lead at 14-0.
Rail Splitters 14.
And we'll send it back for 30 seconds, and we'll be back with more Rail Splitter football. They lead at 14-0.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Mey Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Mey Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Mey Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at meyrealty.com.
It in on the handoff from Tate Johnston, coach, and we're ready for another Chicago Street Rentals kickoff.
So there was a personal foul penalty on that extra point against the Spartans, so they're going to walk that off here on the kickoff. So the Railers will be kicking off from the Spartan 45-yard line.
And the young freshman, Jacob Long, will do the honors. 5'10", 170-pounder. He's only a freshman that kicks for the Rail Splitters. Where's the number 38?
Well, the first two possessions for the Spartans, they fumbled twice, Bob, and the Raiders have been able to take advantage of it and put 2 touchdowns on the board.
Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Jacob Long. He'll approach from the midfield stripe. Ball is placed at the Spartan 45-yard line. There's the whistle and the boot. Line shot up the middle. Caught it about the 8. Out to the 10, to the 15. Here come the Rail Splitters. Stays on his feet. And he slipped up. The man that grabbed him by the ankle there looked to be
12.
Trying to pick it up. Yeah, that's 12. You're right, Coach. That is
Aiden Fry.
Aiden Fry on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. 6:54 left for the first quarter. Walton on the return for the Spartans. First and 10 for the Spartans at their own 13-yard line. Rail Splitters lead it by 2 touchdowns and a couple of extra points.
Raiders did a good job covering the kickoff there. They had everybody was in their lane and made him change directions, and then Fry made the stop.
And he's the nose guard up for the Rail Splitters. He wears the number 12. The defensive ends are Tommy Baird and Preston Hunt. Preston Hunt plays both sides of the football. Here's the snap. Outside, and there's nowhere to go, nowhere to hide for the quarterback for the Spartans, and the Rail Splitters are there.
Again, nice job on the outside there, turning him back in. Won't let him get to the outside. That's a key. And he lost a couple yards.
On the tackle there again was Aiden Fry, the nose guard for the Rail Splitters. Fry's one fired up individual. He lines up right over the football in front of the center for the Spartans. The center for the Spartans, I believe, is Gary Wellesley. Here's their quarterback. And here's the snap and a handoff, and the Rail Splitter defense is there again. Let's see who comes up off the bottom of the pile there for the Rail Splitters. Trying to pick up who that tackler is for Lincoln. We'll have it here soon for you. Herbert Blackman, the running back for the Spartans.
You talk about Aiden Fry there at the nose tackle, Bob. He was a linebacker last year and made the switch. He had a good summer and very athletic, as we see. He can move both ways.
So it's 3rd and 8 for the Spartans. Out of the gun. Here's the snap. Look to pass. I got a man wide open, and he couldn't hang on to it. They had a man wide open. Looked like pay dirt for the Spartans. I thought he was gone. I was already putting 6 on the board, and he couldn't hang on to it.
Off his fingertips, he had it. It just slipped out of his. Lincoln didn't have anybody within 20 yards of him, and what a break for the Railers there.
Yes, it is. Tough break for the Spartans, but good for the Rail Splitters. You can hear the choo-choo train in the background.
4th down, and you assume this deep in their own territory, Spartans, and they're lined up to punt.
Spartans will punt it back. Gabe Smith is back for the Rail Splitters. He's still in Spartan territory at around the 45-yard line. If Gabe can get his hands on this ball, and there's a penalty, and here's the punt, Gabe Smith is just going to let it. It's going to roll backwards to the 40. Punt was out hit about the 43 and kick backwards. They've got it placed inside the 40 at about the 39-yard line.
Lincoln, the penalty was an illegal procedure on the Spartans. The Railers have declined it, so they're going to take over on the 39-yard line of Southeast.
So Aiden Fry with 3 tackles in a row for the Rail Splitters to partially set all this up. I would say he did set it up with those 3 tackles.
He's in on every play, and that's what you like from your nose guy. He's got versatility. He can move both ways.
Shun Hicks up over the football, snaps it off. Here's the handoff. That is Gabe Smith? Keeps his feet running, and he's just inside the 35. Gabe Smith for the Rail Splitters. He's got one of the touchdowns for the Rail Splitters.
He got 4 yards on that carry, and you're right. His legs keep driving. He finds a way to pick up extra yardage, and he's a big, tall kid, and he can run.
Or I should say Gabe Smith has 2 touchdowns. Split wide to the right is Aiden Crane for the Rail Splitters. In the slot is the tight end, Jaden Gully. Gully wears the number 13. They've got 2 men in the slot. Here's the snap. They throw it out in the flat. That is Gabe Smith. Smith looks for running room up along the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds. Looks like a late hit out of bounds, but I don't see any flags.
Yeah, it came late, but there was. Finally came in, yeah.
Hit Gabe Smith late at around the 32-yard line. That's going to be a big penalty against the Spartans.
He got it down to the 32, just a 3-yard pickup.
4:42 left on the clock here in the first quarter. Rail Splitters lead it 14-0. Gabe Smith has scored a touchdown on a pass, on a run, and Lucas Melton has booted a couple extra points. And here they step off the penalty against the Spartans. I would think that would be a 15-yarder, Coach.
Yeah.
Ball is spotted at the 17 of the Spartans.
Ball spotted at the 17, and that's the Rail Splitter quarterback's number 17, Tate Johnston. He plays middle linebacker and quarterback for the Rail Splitters. He led the Rail Splitters in tackles last year, and he could this year. Well, I'd say that number 12's got a good shot at it right now in Aiden Fry. Man in motion, Gabe Smith, and he's going to keep it again. Johnston keeps it again. He's a big, tough hombre, 6 foot 205. They finally take him down, and they finally blow it dead after a while.
He looked like he juggled the snap there just briefly, momentarily, Bob, but he quickly got control of it, and as you said, tucked it away and ran and got down to near the 10, maybe placed it on the 11.
Second down and 3 for the Rail Splitters. Up on that front line, Shun Hicks, the center. The guards are Preston Hunt and Zach Poole, and the tackles are Frank Sanders and Alec Claudio. And you'll see Jaden Gully, the tight end, up there blocking 2 for the Rail Splitters. He wears the number 13. Johnson out of the gun. And now it looks like there's going to be a timeout. And the Rail Splitters opt to take a timeout with 3:59 remaining in the first quarter. Rail Splitters lead it 14-0. We'll be back in a minute.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
Bobby V and Coach Ken Schweitzer back here on a beautiful day for football here at Memorial Stadium, and the Rail Splitters on the march. It's going to be second and third. Coach Sokowski decided to take a timeout. I don't know what he saw out there, Coach.
Well, I don't know if they didn't get the right play in that he wanted or what it was, but it was a prudent idea to take a timeout when you need it, when you're not sure, and deep in the opponent's territory.
Out of the gun, Johnston's got the snap. Hands off. That is Bunner. And he's inside the 10 now. He wears what they call a guardian cap. It helps prevent concussions. It's easy to pick him up on the field. We know he's number 11, but that cap is black on top of the white helmet.
He got about 2 yards on that, 2 tough yards on that carry. Bob got it down to about the 9-yard line.
3rd and 1 for the Rail Splitters. Aiden Crane split wide to the right. Johnson waits for the snap from Hicks. He's got it. Hands off the young sophomore. Bounces off a player, and that was Seth Durbin. Seth Durbin, the sophomore, 5'7", 130-pound speedster. Fumble, and it's going to be Southeast football. He got hit hard there at the line of scrimmage and coughed it up. Some big guys on the line there that unfortunately Seth ran into.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of bodies in there, so we couldn't really see it come out. But he was trying to get some tough yards, but unfortunately lost control. And now Southeast going to take over deep in their own territory in the 9-yard line.
And another chance for the Lincoln Railer defense to hold here with 3 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Lincoln leads the ball game 14-0. It was White, the man that picked up the fumble for the Southeast Spartans. Here they come. Tony Boyd out of the shotgun. He's got McClathery back there with him. Man in motion. Rail Splitters cover him. Here's the snap. Wants to throw long. He's going to throw the home run ball. Incomplete. Good coverage out there for the Rail Splitters. I'll have to try and pick up who that was on the coverage, but a good job out there on the coverage, Coach.
Yeah, I think that was...
Is that 18? Kyle Keeler? One of the cornerbacks, maybe?
Well,
Yeah, that's Kyle Keeler was on the coverage out there.
They went in motion, had more receivers on their right side, so he was out there by himself. But, yeah, he did a pretty good job coverage. And we just saw that Tony Boyd can throw the ball. That made a nice deep throw.
Kyle Keeler, he's a senior, 5'7", 150. He's a good baseball player, too. Here's Boyd out of the gun for the Spartans. He's got the snap. Quickly on a pass here. There's Jaden Gully, and Gully are there. He's getting some help from Peyton Bunner. Bunner and Gully both there on the tackle for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, good pursuit to the ball by the Railers. Sometimes some passes like that, quick passes, you just can't stop them, but you got to cover them in a hurry, and the Railers did a pretty good job. Sets up a 3rd and about 3.
Couple of football links past the 15-yard line. 3rd and a tray for the Spartans. They're in their huddle. They break the huddle. They come out. Preston Grzeski is their center, and he'll snap it to Tony Boyd. Boyd's got the snap, hands off to his running back, breaks a tackle, stays on his feet, and he's got a first down. Trying to pick out was McClathery. I believe on the tackle that was Jaden Gully for the Rail Splitters, number 13. Gully's in it. Pardon me.
So no, he got hit at the line of scrimmage, but it was kind of an arm tackle, and they weren't able to bring him down, and he ran hard up the middle to get that first down.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. Rail Splitters lead it 14-0. Spartans at the line of scrimmage, ready to go out of the shotgun. Wide formation, single back, twins to either direction. Here's the snap, the handoff. Whoa, Rail Splitters into the backfield. I know that Preston Hunt was there.
Yeah, he made the big hit. Somebody slowed him down, but Hunt came in and made the big hit to stop him for no gain, maybe a loss.
And Bunner might have submarined in there too.
There's a 3-yard loss on the play. Good defense, good pursuit by the Railers.
2nd down, 13 yards to go for the Spartans at their own 19-yard line. Minute 28 left for the first quarter. Lincoln leads at 14-0. And whistle, timeout, Spartans. Southeast Spartans take a timeout. We'll take a timeout with a minute 23 left in the first quarter. Rail Splitters lead it 14-0.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
here at Memorial Stadium. Coach, pretty good game for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, they've started out fast from the beginning and scored twice, and then had a chance for a third score there before they fumbled deep in Spartan territory, and a little disappointing there. But now the defense trying to do their thing. It's 2nd and long for the Spartans, and you said late here in the first quarter.
Rail Splitters pulling up the bootstraps here, trying to make another stop. Jaden Gully stepping up on that last tackle. And here we come out of the gun, the Spartans. Tony Boyd waits for the snap. Man in motion. He gives it to him. Good block there. And here comes 3. That's big Frank Sanders. Frank Sanders, a man among men, into the backfield. Taking him down. Maybe for, say, a 5-yard loss there.
Well, they got outside Frank Sanders initially on the run, Bob, but then 3 or 4 white-shirted Railers came up to force him back inside, and then that's where Frank got to him, and Sanders wrestled him to the ground for a big loss.
Frank Sanders, one of our outside linebackers. He's 6'3", 230 pounds, and he can run like a bear. 4th and 18. Third and 18. Boyd waits for the snap. He's got it. He's going to try to throw the home run. Good defensive pressure there, and knocked out of bounds. Gabe Smith knocks him out of bounds, but the key player on that one, Coach, was number 7, Tommy Braid. Braid got into the backfield and was able to obstruct the passing play, and then Gabe Smith knocked him out of bounds.
Yeah, Gully was there also. They had 3 white shirts, 3 Railers there to defend, and didn't have time to even look for a receiver before he got shoved out of bounds.
30 seconds left for the first quarter. Rail Splitters lead at 14-0 here at Memorial Stadium. And it will be Boyd that will punt it away. Tony Boyd, he's only a sophomore. And nobody back for the Rail Splitters. They're just going to let the ball roll dead. He's going to run it. He's going to run the football, and he's not going anywhere. Trick play, didn't get it up off the bottom. The first guy I saw off the bottom of the huddle was Quentin Quisenberry. I'm not sure if he made the original contact, but he was the first guy I saw pop up.
Well, I don't know if the Lincoln coaches suspected that. They didn't have anybody back, as you said, Bob, to receive the punt. But deep in your own territory, that's quite a gamble, and that didn't pay off this time for the Spartans.
So it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. That's the way we like it, baby. Just outside the 15-yard line. The Rail Splitters come to the line of scrimmage. That's Shun Hicks, the center for the Rail Splitters. Lone man in the backfield is the quarterback, Tate Johnston. He's got the snap. Fumble, missed handoff, and Johnston came back. Johnston attempted to hand off to Seth Durbin, but his athleticism paid off there. He was able to get back to the football, but a loss for the Rail Splitters. Back to the 21-yard line.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Seth didn't even know it was coming to him. He just kind of ran by and didn't take the ball and went on the ground. But as you said, quarterback Johnson was on the ball and fell on it for a loss, but still keeps possession.
And that's the end of the first quarter with the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 14, Southeast Spartans 0. We'll be back after these.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
And Coach Schweitzer back here with the Lincoln Rail Splitter football. They lead at 14-0. We switch sides of the field on the quarter change. And don't forget that at the end of the game, we'll have Country Financial, Joe Ryan Country Financial Player of the Game, and we might have quite a few of them in this game.
I was going to say, so far we've had a lot of young men stand out, Bob, and 4 different people carrying the ball, and
a lot of tackles.
Been a good first quarter for the Railers.
So it's going to be 2nd and 14 for the Rail Splitters at the Spartans' 21-yard line. I like those white jerseys with the red numerals. You can pick the numbers up easy.
We can see the numbers a lot.
Yeah. Johnston out of the gun, out of that wing formation. Got the snap. He's going to throw. Oh, incomplete. Had a man wide. That was Peyton Bunner out of the backfield. He was wide open, and he just couldn't hang on to it.
Yeah, maybe that's fair play because they dropped one wide open. Could have been a touchdown, and this would have been a touchdown had he hung on.
3rd and 14.
I think he was too wide open, Bob. He just couldn't believe it was there and dropped it.
3rd and 14 for the Rail Splitters. Johnson out of the gun, the wing. And he's going to keep it himself off the right side, and he's not going anywhere. Stopped the line of scrimmage.
The Spartans did a good job defending that, Bob. Picked up about 4.
So 4th and 14 for the Rail Splitters. We got anybody that can kick it that far, Ken?
No, I don't think so. But I'd go back, consider going back to that pass play that we dropped. That was wide open.
There we go, out of the wing. Man in motion. He's going to keep it himself.
Nope.
Look to pass. Intercepted at about the 2 or the 3 yard line. But and then the tackle for the Rail Splitters. On the tackle for Lincoln, that was number 24, Seth Durbin, I believe, on the tackle for Lincoln.
Well, I'm sorry, Bob. He threw it. It looked like he was throwing it up for grabs. I was looking for the white shirt down there he was throwing to, and all I saw was blue jerseys. And sure enough, they picked it off, and got it back to the 14-yard line.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans, early 2nd quarter. Lincoln leads at 14-0. And Boyd, the sophomore, quarterback. His main receiver is Marcel Jerome, but we haven't seen him hit him yet. 2 receivers on each side of the field. Bo! Wide snapper. Did they do that? They snapped it to number 4. And that could be Dion Walkins. He's a senior, Dion Walkins, running back and a safety.
That might have been a bad snap. I'm not sure it was supposed to go there or what, but
maybe the wind caught it.
They hung on to it, and he got it back to about the 13-yard line.
2nd down for the Spartans. Boyd out of the gun. He got 2 receivers on the far side, 1 here on the near side, and he looks for him, and incomplete. I don't know if a Rail Splitter got his hand on it or not, but that was incomplete behind the intended receiver.
Yeah, I think he just threw it quickly because he was getting some pressure, and he threw it behind his receiver.
So it'll be 3rd down. Ball at where is the ball? 13?
Yeah, 13-yard line. This is a big play here. If the Railers can hold them, I don't think they'll go for it on 4th down this time like they did the last. And so they'll be punting if we can hold them here, and Lincoln should get pretty good field position.
Lately, it's been pretty much like a stymied chess match. Boyd out of the gun again. Got 2 receivers on the far side of the field. Got the snap. Here comes the pressure. Good pressure by the Rail Splitters. And he breaks out of it. Nice job by Boyd breaking away, and he's got a 1st down. Down across the 25-yard line. He was surrounded by Rail Splitters. Great athletic play by the sophomore, Tony Boyd, as he picks up a 1st down for the Spartans.
Yeah, you can give him some credit for that, but you also say the Railers had chances to stop him, just couldn't finish the tackle.
Looks like the ball started at the 22-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Boyd goes to the sideline. He's got a play. He goes into the huddle, and they'll run it out of the gun again. They might just tell Boyd to run with it all the time. Long count. Boyd's got it. Hands off to his running back, and he's taken down just across the 26-yard line. I didn't pick up who that tackler was.
Yeah, I think he's right where he was, Bob. There's no gain on that play, and it's going to be 2nd and 10. I couldn't see the tackler either. Tell you, they've had a hard time. Lincoln's done a great job stopping them on the inside run for the most part. The last play by Boyd was, I wouldn't call it an inside run. He was broke from passing and just picked up some big yardage.
Boyd out of the gun. Got the snap. Good pressure by the Rail Splitters. And he throws it out in the flat, and he's got his man for a short gain. And the tackle taken out of bounds by Johnston. Tate Johnston, the middle linebacker, the leading tackler last year, who plays quarterback, takes him out of bounds. So now it'll be 3rd down for the Spartans.
Short gain, actually no gain. They're still on the 26-yard line. That was a kind of a desperation pass just to get rid of it, because Lincoln was putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and he just kind of flipped it out there into the flat and got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was all.
3rd down and attention for the Spartans. Looks like they've got 2 or 3 receivers here on the near side hash mark.
They got 3.
Somebody doesn't know where he's going. Now somebody told him what he's doing. And now Boyd out of the gun. He's got the snap. Rolls to his left. Little pressures. The pressure. Yo, boom! That is Tommy Braid on the tackle. Tommy Braid's made a couple of big plays for the Rail Splitters. The defensive end for Lincoln, the junior, all over Boyd. And there's a penalty on the play.
Braid is 6'3", 210, and he did a nice job. There's going to be a penalty against Southeast.
Fumble.
Lincoln's going to decline it, of course, and sets up a 4th down.
Still at the 26, 25-yard line. Well, he lost a yard on that. Compliments of Tommy Braid.
Great pressure by the defense, making the quarterback sprint out, run out, and Braid was there to finish him off on the sideline.
Boyd will punt it away. Gabe Smith back at the midfield stripe. Here comes the long snap. Good snap. Here's the boot. End over and into the wind, though. That's a vicious wind. And Lincoln, that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance 1st down at the Spartans 47-yard line. And that's the way we like it, baby. 8:47 remains here in the first half. Lincoln leads at 14-0. 2 Gabe Smith touchdowns on a pass and a run, and on 2 Lucas Melton's point after touchdowns.
Well, it's kind of a good, important possession here for the Railers, Bob. They scored early in the first quarter twice, and then have had a couple stops, a fumble and interception, and so they need to get back on the offensive side and move the ball and put some points on the board.
Durbin and Smith are the wings. Bunner's the fullback. Johnston's the quarterback. Hands it off to Smith. Smith on the left side's got some good blocking, and he's up to the 40-yard line. He ran to the left side of the line. Leading the blocking that time for the Rail Splitters were Alex Claudio and Preston Hunt for the Rail Splitters. Down to the 40-yard line.
That's a nice 1st down run by Smith. Picked up 7 yards and down to the 40, so the Railers can do just about anything they want to here.
2nd and 3. Hayden Crane here split to the near side. Jaden Gully's the tight end for the Rail Splitters. Johnston, man in motion. And this time the play is blown dead.
That was looked like a double reverse. The Railers were going to run now, but they've got a 5-yard penalty on illegal motion.
Back to the 45-yard line we go.
That was the first time that they've tried that reverse like that, Bob. So I don't know if that caused the illegal motion or what, but we've seen a lot of counter plays, but not that reverse.
Crane split to the near side. Bunner the fullback. Long count, Johnston. Handoff, Gabe Smith. Gabe Smith looks for running room, and he made something out of nothing out of the backfield up to about the he picked at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, just a 1-yard pickup. That was unofficially. We got him. That's his 8th carry already here in the first half, Bob. So Railers are relying heavily on him. 2nd and 4. 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 2nd and
He was the wide receiver all last year when we had the Carson brothers at the running backs, and now Gabe has stepped up. Now he's senior year off that right side of the wing. Shun Hicks up over the football, the center for the Rail Splitters. Johnston, the quarterback, on the long count. He's got the snap, wants to throw, looks, he's got a man open, and he's got him. That's Gabe Smith. Smith to the 40. Picked up 4 yards. Fourth down now after a 4-yard pickup on the pass play from Tate Johnston to Gabe Smith.
So the Railers, I think they're probably going to go for it. You know, you think maybe they could punt and put them down deep in their own territory, but I think they have enough confidence in the offense that they could pick up 3 yards here. So we'll see what kind of play they have called to make up those 3 yards plus.
Tate Johnston goes to the sideline, gets the play from Coach Silkowski. Coach Silkowski in his 9th year at the helm for the Rail Splitters. Out of their wing formation. Gabe Smith going to get the call. He looks for an opening, and he's fighting, churning his legs, and I think he's got it, Coach.
It's close. I think you're right. I think he got it down just enough. That was a nice push by him because there wasn't a lot of running room, but he kept his legs going. Picked up about 4 yards for the first down.
And that's a Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. First and 10 for the Rail Splitters. They move the sticks. They keep the clock running. 6:05 remaining in the first half. Rail Splitters lead at 14-0. Crane here to the near side. Snap, handoff.
There's the reverse up the
that's
middle.
Durbin. That's the sophomore. Nice. The little scat back. Down inside the 20 he goes. And that's going to be another Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. And that's the way we like her, baby. First and 10 for the Rail Splitters. No huddle. Here they come again. Johnston out of the gun. They don't have the chain. There we go. Here's the handoff. That's Gabe Smith. He sees an opening. Fumble! And diving for the football was Seth Durbin. Let's see if Durbin got on it. I saw Seth Durbin dive for the football midair.
And we got
it's going to be, I believe that's Seth Durbin. He took off like Superman, and he dove on the football and saved the possession for the Rail Splitters.
Ball's on the 12, so actually a 6-yard pickup on that. That was that Gabe? Who was carrying that, Bob?
Oh, shoot. I was so excited. Durbin jumped on it. I forgot.
I saw the ball.
I think it was Gabe, but
I saw the ball go up in the air, and
once I saw Durbin dive for it, I forgot who had it.
That was a 6-yard pickup on the play.
Second and third. Johnston out of the gun, got the snap. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, down close. He goes to the 5, and that's going to be first and goal for the Reds. Go to a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first and goal for the Rail Splitters, and definitely that's the way we like it, baby. At the 7-yard line, first and goal for the Rail Splitters. Crane here to the right side.
I'd like to see him run just some safe plays here. I wouldn't mind if he kept the ball and got it to the end zone.
He can do it. Johnston.
And he's got it.
He's going to keep it himself. You're right, Coach. You called that play. Inside the 5 goes Tate Johnston. Touchdown, Rail Splitters. And that's a Copper and Oak touchdown for the Rail Splitters. Copper and Oak located at 227 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Stop by their new facilities there at the Copper and Oak, and that's 6 for Lincoln. That time it was Tate Johnston taking it in for the 6 for the Rail Splitters. Rail Splitters lead at 20-0. Lucas Smith. This will be Comnick on the placement. There's the boot by Melton, and it's through the uprights again. Melton 3 for 3, and that'll make the score Lincoln Rail Splitters 21 and the Southeast Spartans 0. And again, that was a Copper and Oak touchdown for the Rail Splitters. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Best match in the twilight zone there for a while. Things were kind of crazy, but we eventually got to 6 points.
Yeah, both teams had a couple turnovers there, Bob, and that slowed down the offense. But the Railers finally took that one in, and they got lucky there on recovering on that fumble deep in the territory. But then Johnson, quarterback Tate Johnson, took it himself. A couple plays, first down, and then he took it in for the touchdown.
As always, our kickoffs are sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals at 1905 North Kickapoo Street. And here's our freshman kicker, Jacob Long, from his own 40. Good, that's his longest kick of the year, and it's down inside the 15. And here come the Spartans to the 25. Break to the 30, to the 35, straight arm 40, and finally taken down by about 4 rail splitters. Quentin Quisenberry was there for the rail splitters, along with who have you got on there for number 9, Coach?
Number 9 is
Chase
March.
March was there, and I couldn't pick up the other 2. There was 4 rail splitters there, but that was a nice run back for the Spartans.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play after the run, and it's on the Spartans. Probably a personal foul. Their coach was very upset on the sideline, so I don't know what happened exactly, but it's going to be a walk-off against the Spartans. It'll help the Railers, but a nice return on the kick return. Had great field position, but now this penalty is going to get them back inside their own 30 to the 28-yard line.
4 minutes, 16 seconds remains in the first half. Rail Splitters lead at 21-0. And this was a big game for the Rail Splitters because they got a couple of tough games coming up against Rochester at Lincoln and then U-High on the road.
Yeah, they got to keep playing hard here. They just can't let up, even with a nice lead, but because those can disappear in a hurry.
Yeah, these Spartans can come back on you. Tony Boyd out of the gun. He's got 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side of the field. Waits for the snap. He's got it. Hands off to his running back. That's McClarity and the rail. The whole student body's there. Look at that pursuit. All 11 players there. Have you ever seen that, Coach?
Sometimes, but I think that was... I'm not sure if that was Frank Sanders or might have been Logan Wagendorf who's gotten in the game there. I'm not sure who had him. Couldn't get him down, but had him wrapped up as he tried to run. Well, he picked up, got it to the 34-yard line.
6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4 for the Spartans.
But you're right, Bob. A lot of Railers pursuing the ball, and that's what you want.
Boyd out of the gun. 3 receivers here near side, 1 on the far side. He's got a running back off to his left. He's got 5 down linemen. Low snap, picks it up off the ground. Wants to run. Good pursuit by the
ball's
knocked loose. And that was Claudio.
Get on it.
Picked up. And that was Tommy Braid picking it up. It was Claudio who knocked it loose. And then Braid picked it up. Braid having a big game for the Rail Splitters.
That all started from a low snap from the center, and they couldn't get control of it and tried to make something out of it, but that didn't work. And Braid was there for the recovery on about the 12-yard line.
And that's Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance, first down for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. Rail Splitters in the white and red.
Well, they'd be looking at that in New York City or wherever they do that to see if he didn't.
Here we come out of the gun. Johnston wing, that's Gabe Smith. Smith got a big hole there. Smith looks for the end zone. He's inside the 5, and they take him down at around the 2-yard, just inside the 3-yard line. Goes Gabe Smith.
Yeah, from our vantage point, it looked like maybe he should have turned up even a little quicker, Bob, because he had a lot of running room. But as it was, he got it down to the 3-yard line, it looks like.
Well, he got a lot farther than me, Coach, because I carry a piano on my back when I'm running. 1st, 2nd, and 1 for the Rail Splitters. Compliments of Gabe Smith. Crane will split it wide to the right here. Up over the football, it'll be Shun Hicks for the Rail Splitters. He's flanked by the guards, Poole and Hunt. The tackles are Claudio and Sanders. And now there's a timeout on the field. Timeout. Southeast takes a timeout, so we'll take a timeout. Lincoln Rail Splitters lead at 21-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football is back on the air. The Rail Splitters lead it 21-0 with 2:43 remaining here in the first half. Steady wind out of the north, and the Rail Splitters, and there's the play for the Rail Splitters. They went for it, and they didn't get it that time.
I think Tate Johnson kept the ball, but he didn't get anything out of that, Bob.
Not yet a first and goal. So that's 3rd and 1 for the Rail Splitters. Johnson, man in motion. Johnson hands it off to the fullback.
He's in.
No, he's in for the touchdown. I missed. Did he keep the ball?
No, he gave it to, I think, Kyle Keeler had it.
Kyle Keeler in for the touchdown for the Rail Splitters. 6 points for Kyle Keeler in the Rail Splitters. And that's a Copper and Oak touchdown for the Rail Splitters. Copper and Oak located at 227 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. And now Lucas Melkin will attempt his 4th point after touchdown. Placement by Komnick. Here's the kick. Nice sidewinder, soccer style, and through the uprights. And the Rail Splitters lead it 28-0 with 2:16 remaining in the first half. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Mey Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Mey Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Mey Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at meyrealty.com.
This is Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Chicago Street Rentals at 1905 North Kickapoo Street. And here's the kick by Jacob Long. Down about the 16, 17 to the 20, 25, 30, up to the 34. He's tripped up there by number 18 for the Lincoln Rail Splitters. Nice tackle there. And that was that Aiden Fry? Aiden Fry on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. He's made quite a few big tackles for the Rail Splitters. Ball spotted at the southeast 34-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10. Still with 2:11 left here in the first half. It's been a long half, Coach Schweitzer.
Well, the Railers put 4 scores, 4 touchdowns on the board. That takes a little bit of time, but key here for the last 2 minutes to play strong defense and go in with that same lead.
Ball on the near side, hash mark. Tony Boyd will bring him out. Where's the number 5? He's a sophomore. He's got 2 receivers on each side of the line of scrimmage.
Lincoln takes a timeout.
Timeout, Rail Splitters. Rail Splitters lead it 28-0. And the Lincoln Rail, we'll just keep it right here, and we'll mention some of our fine sponsors for the Rail Splitters. Of course, we've got Chicago Street Rentals, Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance. We've got the Mellow Cream Donuts, the Copper and Oak. We've got Grau Incorporated. They're our halftime sponsor. Mey Realty for the Rail Splitters. Headline Salon, Timbercrest Veterinary Services, the LMH Community Health Collaborative, Chase Lowry, Edward Jones Financial, Experience Beauty Bar, Eaton Corporation. They've been around since around 1957. Community Action Partner Shop, the Carpet House. They've been around since I've been around since 1975 at least. They might have sponsored before then. Jim Examus Ford. Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, we already mentioned them. Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, Chris Coyne State, we mentioned them. Culver's Lincoln, Full Gospel Evangelistic Center. We've got video sponsors, Chestnut Health Systems, United Community Bank, Little Barn Boutique, Puritan Springs Water Delivery, Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, Independent Health Insurance Agent Darrow Entwistle. And here we go. Tony Boyd out of the gun. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Here's the snap. Boyd fires it up ahead. He's got his man. First guy to wrap him up for the Rail Splitters. That was number 18. Kyle Keeler was the first guy there, and then he got a lot of help.
Yeah, just a short gain on a short pass. He was there, and then Tate Johnson was in to help him finish him off.
And they picked up 4. 2nd and 6 for the Spartans in the gold and navy blue.
key is just to stop any long play here. Anything short with only 1:35 left in the half, Bob. You just don't want to let a big long one go.
They've got 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Coach, here one on the near side. Tony Boyd will be throwing it on this play, and the pressure will come from the Rail Splitters. He's back in the pocket, rolls out to his right. He may keep it. He wants to heave it. Great pressure by the Rail Splitters, and he's finally taken down. A swarm of Rail Splitters over there. First guy up for the Rail Splitters is at 57.
Yes. Alex Schmidt.
And on the tackle for the Rail Splitters at the 42-yard line. Good coverage by the Rail Splitters. He couldn't find an open receiver. 3rd and 2, 1:60 seconds left for the half. Boyd's got the snap. Hands off to the running back, right side. He's got good legs, and he's down across the 50-yard line, and he's got a first down for the Spartans right at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. And you said it, Coach, they're very explosive. You can't lay back on your heels.
Yeah, that was a good play there. You figure the defense expecting to see a pass, and you run the ball and get your first down and get another set of downs. Time's running short on them, 48 seconds, but they're at midfield, and as you said, can't assume that they're not going to go deep.
No, they came back on us last year, got within maybe a touchdown.
They just took Southeast just took their, I believe it was their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
I think I went through a lot of sponsors there. I tried to hit a bunch of them.
Yeah, like a race. You got through them all, I think.
See, I missed State Representative Bill Hodder and, Joe Ryan, Country Financial. Independent Health Insurance Agent Dara Entwistle. That's where I ended. Here we go. Rail Splitters coming back out onto the field. Ball placed at the midfield stripe. It's going to be 1st and 10. 48.6 seconds remains for the half. Seems like we've been here for half a day. I got here early. I sat over in the Lincoln bleachers just to see what it looked like.
We've been going for about an hour here, Bob. So.
All right. I got a grandson running around here somewhere, but I got friends watching him, so I know he's all right. Here we go, out of the gun, Boyd. He's got 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. Got a running back off to his left. Got a snap. Here comes that Railer pressure. Look at that pressure. Boom. They're there to meet him. That is Tate Johnston, the first man to say hello.
Yeah, I think he was down. The ball was fumbled, but it came loose, and he was down on about the 47.5, 48-yard line. Again, the pressure of the Railers.
Now the Spartans taking a timeout.
I think they got an injury.
Oh, an injury.
Yeah.
Injury timeout. One of the Spartans down. Rail Splitters going to the sideline. Rail Splitters lead it 28-0. We'll send it back for 30 seconds.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
We're fortunate, Coach. We've got Lloyd Kirby setting all this equipment up for us, and the Rail Splitters lead 28-0, and Joe Lee's back at the station pressing all the right buttons.
Not much left for us to do, Bob.
Just hang around and
watch a good football game.
Keep talking, yeah, and make sure we name all the sponsors. Spartan player out there with a cramp. Can't say it's a swimmer's cramp, it's a football cramp. One of the trainers out there with him. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Lincoln leads it 28-0. Gabe Smith scored the first 2 touchdowns. And then quarterback Johnston took it in for 1. And then I think that last was by Kyle Keeler. Scored the 4th touchdown. And Lucas Melton's perfect on the point after touchdowns.
Yeah, after last week when we didn't make any, I'm sure he worked on it a little bit at practice this week, and they said last week before he missed them all, he said that he was very good in practice. So just never know with young kids, and he's had a nice day today so far.
Coach didn't give up on him. He's He's doing a good job. Lucas Melton. He was the backup quarterback last year. He would come in. He's a junior, 5'10", 170. Comes from a good family in Lincoln, as all these kids do. Now they're walking the player off now. And the Rail Splitters are back out on the field, ready to go defensively. 2nd and 7 for the Spartans. Tony Boyd will operate out of the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side of the field. His running back off to his left. Here's the snap. Here come the Rail Splitters. Here they come. He steps up, boom, and the man fumble, and the man that made the hit was Aiden Fry. I'll tell you what, Aiden Fry wants that Joe Ryan player of the game, Country Financial player of the game. He's been on a lot of big plays. Number 12, Aiden Fry for the Rail Splitters.
The Railers are putting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and not only Aiden Fry was there to make the recovery, Frank Sanders was there, a couple others were there, and the ball just came loose with all that pressure, and the Railers recovered on the 46-yard line here with about 22 seconds left.
And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. Johnston back into the huddle with a play from Coach Silkowski. As Coach told you, ball at the 46. Aiden Crane split to the far side. Smith and Durbin the wings. Johnson waits for the snap. There goes Smith in motion. He's got the football. Strings it out. Now he tries to cut. Boom! He's hit right at the 45-yard line. So a gain of 1, maybe 2 for the Rail Splitters. They're going to call it the 44-yard line. Gabe Smith picks up 2 yards. And they line them up. They're ready to go.
I think they took a timeout, Bob, I think.
Timeout again on the field with 13.2 seconds
That had to be
left.
Lincoln's timeout. There's a third and final.
So Lincoln leads it 28-0. We'll send it back to Joe Lee for 30 seconds.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
You're back here with Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a beautiful Saturday afternoon with 13.2 seconds remaining in the first half. The Rail Splitters lead at 28-0, as we told you. Gabe Smith's got 2 touchdowns. Tate Johnston's got 1, and Kyle Keeler's got 1 for the Rail Splitters. It's 2nd and 8 for the Rail Splitters at the Spartans' 44-yard line on the far side hash mark from us. Good observation point here in the new press booth at Memorial Stadium. Johnston out of the gun. Waits for the snap. Man in motion. Fakes the handoff. Wheels and wants to fire. He's got a lot of pressure on him. Now he's going to throw it up ahead and incomplete. Intended receiver was Gabe Smith. And now we're down to 3.9 seconds left in the first half. And it should be 3rd and 8, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, there's a penalty on the play. Another penalty. That's against Lincoln. Illegal receiver downfield. So they're going to have to walk it back north. This field runs, if you're in Lincoln, well, I guess you know you're up north, so it runs north to south to the concession stand. Is that right, Coach?
Yeah.
If they're walking around out here, I don't want them to get lost.
Yeah, north, south.
Right.
Yeah.
With I think it's slowed down to about a 10-mile-an-hour wind. Back to the 49-yard line of the Spartans. 3.9 remaining in first half. Rail Splitters lead at 28-0. Aiden Crane here to the near side. The fullback is Peyton Bunner with that Guardian cap on. Man in motion's Gabe Smith. And
Smith was able to give it up to.
He got to the 41. He picked up
41.
about 8 on that play.
So who ended up with it?
That was
Durbin?
Seth Durbin, yes.
Durbin ends up with the football, and that'll end the first half. Seth Durbin on the final run of the half, and the Rail Splitters lead it 28-0. Quite a first half, Coach.
Yeah, it was a great first half for the Railers. 4 touchdowns, solid defense, and they need another 2 quarters of it, and they'll come away with a victory. But the 2 quarters, that a lot can happen, so they got to keep it up for another 24 minutes.
We'll send you back out to the trailer out there. going towards Atlanta to Joe Lee, and then we'll be back with the halftime show. Sponsored by Grau Incorporated.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Rail Splitter football. WLCN's live video stream coverage is sponsored by Full Gospel Evangelistic Center. Located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Mey Realty. Locally owned and operated, Mey Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at meyrealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, located at 2301 Woodlawn Road. Phone 217-732-2111 or shop online anytime at jimexamus.com. Puritan Springs Water Delivery. Enjoy great tasting bottled water delivered to your home or workplace with Puritan Springs Water. Lincoln proud since 1972. Call 800-292-2992 or go online to puritansprings.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Little Barn Boutique, for clothing, unique gifts from vendors, and products from companies like Bridgewater Candles, Innis, and Mud Pie. Find Little Barn Boutique on Facebook or stop by the store and see Jessica at 1103 5th Street in Lincoln. State Representative Bill Howder, proudly representing citizens of Logan County and all constituents of District 87. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Independent health insurance agent Dara Entwistle, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101.5 South Kickapoo Street, above J&M Meat Market in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Railer football.
Back at Memorial Stadium in Springfield, Illinois, where the Lincoln Rail Splitters are leading the Southeast Spartans by a score of 28-0. Go through some scoring here for the Railers. They scored their first touchdown at the 9:50 mark in that first quarter on a 48-yard pass from quarterback Tate Johnson to his back Gabe Smith. Made it 6-0. The kick by Lucas Melton, and the Railers led 7-0 at the time. And then at the 7:01 mark, still in the first quarter, Gabe Smith scored his second touchdown of the afternoon on a 2-yard run. Again, the kick by Melton made it 14-0. In the second period at 4:25, a 7-yard run by quarterback Tate Johnston, and the kick by Melton. The Lincoln Railers led 21-0. And then late there in the half at the 2:16 mark, Kyle Keeler had a 3-yard run, made it 27-0, and then the extra point kick by Melton. He's 4 for 4 in the first half, and the Railers had 28 points and lead 28-0 at the half. The Railers offensively, Tate Johnson, he is 2 for 5. He had 1 interception. He's got 52 yards. His main receiver, his only receiver so far, is Gabe Smith. He's got those 52 yards. 1 was for a touchdown. On the running game, Gabe Smith, he's the leading rusher. Unofficially, we've got him for 11 carries and 44 yards. Tate Johnson's carried the ball 8 times for 35 yards. Seth Durbin, the sophomore, has 3 carries for 30 yards. Peyton Bunner has 4 carries for 14 yards, and Kyle Keeler a 3-yard carry, and that was his touchdown. So the Railers, a good first half. Defensively, they put a lot of pressure on Southeast quarterback, their sophomore quarterback, and he's had a hard time. He had 1 long pass that was wide open, and that was early in the game. It was dropped. Otherwise, they would have had 6 on the board at the time. But the Railer defense tightened up after that, and not going to say they don't have people open, but the pressure up front on the quarterback has been pretty strong, and he's had a hard time finding receivers. So the Railers offensively have done well, spread it around. Defensively, they've been very aggressive and put a lot of pressure on the quarterback and the running backs. And all in all, a good first half for the Railers. They lead it 28-0, and we're going to take another break, and we will be back after these messages.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Rail Splitter football. WLCN's live video stream coverage is sponsored by Full Gospel Evangelistic Center. Located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Mey Realty. Locally owned and operated, Mey Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at meyrealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, located at 2301 Woodlawn Road. Phone 217-732-2111 or shop online anytime at jimexamus.com. Puritan Springs Water Delivery. Enjoy great tasting bottled water delivered to your home or workplace with Puritan Springs Water. Lincoln proud since 1972. Call 800-292-2992 or go online to puritansprings.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Little Barn Boutique, for clothing, unique gifts from vendors, and products from companies like Bridgewater Candles, Innis, and Mud Pie. Find Little Barn Boutique on Facebook or stop by the store and see Jessica at 1103 5th Street in Lincoln. State Representative Bill Howder, proudly representing citizens of Logan County and all constituents of District 87. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Independent health insurance agent Dara Entwistle, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101.5 South Kickapoo Street, above J&M Meat Market in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Railer football.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln. Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Mey Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Mey Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Mey Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at meyrealty.com.
I want to remind you, our halftime show sponsor is Grau Incorporated. Chris Grau and the great team he has out there, Grau Incorporated, serving Lincoln and Logan County since 1953, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444 or go online to grauinc.com. I've still got 2 vehicles from Grau in operation. Make that 3. I gave one to a granddaughter over in Decatur. I got a pickup truck and a car I call my rental. It's usually the kind of car you would get when you rent them out of an airport. Gets me around. And I just got my oil change and my tires rotated out there, Ken. You got to get those tires rotated to keep them for a long time.
That's right. They last longer that way.
I want to thank Grau Incorporated for sponsoring our halftime show. And Coach, we got some scores to go over from last night, and you've always got something going on.
Yeah, everything was going on last night except for this in the conference. Except for this game, the Lanphier Lions got shut out again at East Peoria. This time, 44-0, and U High they lost to Bloomington High. Bloomington's is they've got a lot of speed from what I hear. They won 41-38, a really close game. Eisenhower they got beat by Jacksonville 65-12. MacArthur
65-12.
Yeah, that was a big score for the Jacksonville Crimson. MacArthur they got beat by Springfield, which was a little bit of a surprise, 21-7. Quincy Notre Dame they got their first victory in the won a conference game, but as a conference member they beat Richmond Burton 22-10.
Where's that at? Richmond Burton?
That's up north. That's way up north, north of the Chicago area.
Okay.
So that was a long trip, but that was at home for Quincy Notre Dame, so they didn't have to go up there. And then Glenwood, they went to Boone Terry, North County, and I'm not sure if that's
sounds like Missouri.
Missouri or Indiana. I'm not. Anyway, they got the victory, 35-31. A close game, played well after getting beat that first week against Edwardsville. And
we heard they were down like 31-20.
Yeah, they had a nice comeback, couple touchdowns to pull out the victory. And then Rochester got beat last night by St. Louis Cardinal Ritter, one of the top teams in the state of Missouri. That was a 28-10 loss at Rochester. But that's a rare thing for Rochester losing a regular season game. But they played the first 2 games of the season. They played Chicago Simeon and they got a victory, and then they played and got beat. They played some pretty tough competition to start the season. They're coming to the Lincoln Rail Splitters to Hanlon Field next Friday night.
So looks like we've got a fighting chance against those 2 Decatur schools, Eisenhower and MacArthur. It won't be easy, but
no, yeah, nothing's easy like that. But yeah, those are some winnable games perhaps, and got to stay healthy and got to continue to progress and get better. And by the time we get to them, we'll get to them in week 5 and 6.
So the Southeast Spartans back out on the field going through their warm-ups, and also Lincoln is down on the north end of the field. And the Lincoln Rail Splitters lead it 28-0. And as coach has told you, a couple of touchdowns by Gabe Smith, and we've got a touchdown by our quarterback, Tate Johnson, and one by Cal Keeler. And we want to remind you that all the points of the game are brought to you by Mey Realty. List your home with Mey Realty and you'll get the results you want. They'll make a quick sale. Contact the professionals at Mey Realty. And here's Coach. He's going to go over the three listing plays of the game, and it looks like we've done a pretty good job on your list, Coach.
Yeah, so far the keys of the game, the number one we said at the beginning of the game was to contain the quarterback, and for the most part the Raiders done a very nice job of that. He's not had a lot of running room. He's had a couple times he's run with the ball and got some decent yardage, but passing, they put a lot of pressure on, and so they've done a nice job against the quarterback. Number two, pass coverage in the secondary has been good for the most part. There was one breakdown early when they had a guy wide open by 20 yards, and fortunate for the Railers, he dropped the pass. Otherwise, they'd have had a 6 on the board. And then number three, run with the football effectively. Obviously, the Railers, they've spread it around. I didn't add these up as a total, but they've run for about 120, 25 yards on the ground and been very effective with the running game. So far so good as far as keys of the game. We've got another half to go, and the Railers need to continue putting the pressure on and putting points on the board here.
Want to remind you, at the end of the game, we'll have the Joe Ryan Country Financial Player of the Game. And, of course, we want to again thank our fine halftime sponsor, Grau Incorporated. Since 1953, Grau Incorporated has been on the spot for you and all of us in Logan County, and for the people that travel into Lincoln to get the service that they provide. It's Grau Incorporated, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-4444. I've got that on my speed dial, 217-735-4444, or go online to grauincorporated.com. That's Chris Grau and his fine, excellent crew, well-trained at Grau Incorporated. The score here at halftime, Lincoln Rail Splitters 28, Lanphier 0, and the defense has held up for a game and a half, Coach. They've held them with a goose egg, Lanphier and Southeast.
Yeah, that's not going to last forever, but you just hope they continue to play solid defense, and both against the run and against the pass. Raiders are going to kick off here to start the second half, so defense will be out there first.
All our kickoffs sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422. And, of course, kicking off for the Rail Splitters will be Jacob Long, the freshman. He wears the number 38. He's 5'10", 170-pounder. Southeast yet to take the field. Now they're coming out. Southeast coming out of the field, ready to receive the kick from the Lincoln Rail Splitters, and they'll have a chance, the first offensive series, to try to put some points on the board against this vaunted Lincoln defense. Jacob Long lines it up soccer style. Doesn't kick it real far, but he's got some great coverage from his teammates. Out there on the special teams is Logan Riggs, number 79 for the Rail Splitters, along with number 33, Hunter Clark for the Rail Splitters. Here's the approach and the kick. And the ball is going to come down at around the 18, and they hand it off up to the 30, and tripped up there at the 30. Looks like the tackle is made by Quentin Quisenberry. That's the second time he's been up there. He's very quick. He's a sophomore. Quentin Quisenberry, 5'8", 130-pound speedster on the kickoff, is able to come up and make the tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Southeast Spartans.
Spartans did a little reverse on that kick return, Bob. The guy caught it, then he handed it off in a reverse, and Railers weren't fooled too much. They were watching for that and came up, and as you said, Quisenberry made the initial hit and the tackle.
Tony Boyd wears the number 5. He's the sophomore quarterback for the Spartans, talking to his crew. And it looks, he counted his players, and he had one too many, so one's running off the field. Good thing he made the count. And here they come to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for the Spartans at their own 31-yard line. They've always had good field position on the kickoffs. Boyd's got 2 running backs this time back with him. And here's the snap, and he's going to hand it off. And there's a little opening, and I don't know if he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a yard there.
It was close, yeah. Railers converged on him in a hurry and held him for no gain.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Spartans.
The interior, the line, and then the inside linebackers do a nice job of plugging up that inside, Bob. And there's just not much running room. And as they get initially hit, there's somebody there to drive him backwards.
They take a long time in the huddle. Now they come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to the far side of the field, 1 here to the near side. Boyd out of the gun, slaps his hands. He's going to keep it. No, he fakes it. No, what nice defense there. Nice tackle on the sack.
Frank Sanders.
That's a mellow cream sack for Frank Sanders. Sanders on the mellow cream sack. That's a mellow cream sack for the rail splitter defense.
I think Boyd wanted to throw the ball, Bob. There he had a little guy out there in the flat just for a short pass, but Sanders was there and had him by the jersey and kept him from throwing the ball and threw him for about a 5-yard loss.
So Frank Sanders is going to pick up a sack of 2 donuts for that sack. The mellow cream donuts at Lincoln, a tradition, open for dine-in, takeout, drive-through, and pre-order. Stop by 227 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln at the Mellow Cream Donuts. That was a Mellow Cream sack for Frank Sanders. 3rd and 15, a loss of 5 on that sack. Here's the snap to Boyd, rolls out to his left, wants to throw, throws up ahead. He's got his receiver and a first down. And the tackle made by Jaden Gully, but not before the Spartans. Josiah Turner from Boyd for the first down for the Spartans. And you said it, Coach, it happened to us last year. They're very explosive. They can come back at you.
Yeah, it was a 16-yard pickup for the first down, and he had a lot of time to throw as he ran and made time for himself rolling out to his left, and the Railers just didn't stay with the receivers quite long enough, and he was able to complete it for a first down.
Official keeps the clock running on the reception. 9:43 remaining for the third quarter. Railers lead at 28-0. Boyd out of the gun. He's got the snap. Wants to throw again. Good pressure by the Railers. He thinks he sees. Now he flips it up ahead, and a first down for the Spartans. Was he past the line of scrimmage? There was no flag on the play.
There's a flag on the 45.
There's the flag. I think he was across the line of scrimmage when he threw the pass. Otherwise, it would have been a first down for the Spartans.
Yeah, it was a nice play, and
Flag on the play.
yep, that's what it is.
Illegal fall.
And
an illegal forward pass.
his receiver just kept running out there and stayed open and on the sideline, and he was able to hit him with a break for the Railers. That's going to get called back.
Would have been a first down, but he was a couple strides past the line of scrimmage. And they placed the ball now at the Spartan, 37-yard line. But it's going to be second and long now for the Spartans. 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far side. Got the running back to his left. Boyd's got it. Throws it, and they got a man wide open, and he's down across. And the tackle for Lincoln, I believe that's number 18. For the Rail Splitters, trying to pick up who that tackle was. That was 18 for the. That was Kyle Keeler. Kyle Keeler on the tackle for the Rail Splitters.
I think the Spartans have come out and found a little something that might work for them. They're going to keep the ball in the air, I think, a good deal of this half, and see if they can have some success that way. They've got 3 receivers on one side.
3rd and 6 for the Spartans. Got the snap, and he looks to that side. Now he wants to run.
Bumps into his own guy. And
tackle a couple of guys there for Lincoln. Tate Johnston and Peyton Bunner were both there on the tackle for the Rail Splitters. Johnston came up, and Bunner ran him down from behind.
Now, if you're a Southeast Spartan, there's a big call for you, Bob. You got 4th down near midfield, 4th and about 4, and you just need to keep this drive alive.
Football length across the Spartan 48-yard line. And you're right, Coach. This is a big play for them. And you know they're going to go for it. They're down by 4. Touchdowns. Boyd out of the gun. they've got the speed and the passing expertise to get this first down. Here's the snap, handoff.
Oh, yeah.
Got the first down and more to the 45 into Lincoln territory, and the tackle there made by number 22 for the Rail Splitters, Ryan Metalco. Metalco got him by the ankles and took him down, but not before a first down for the Spartans. They've somewhat figured out this Lincoln defense here.
About a 10-yard pickup in the first down on that run, and they had him maybe stopped initially near the line of scrimmage, but he broke a tackle and got to the first down.
Near side hash mark, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Again, they hand off. They like that play. The 40 stays on his feet and finally bumped out of bounds by Gabe Smith. They're going to say no. He was originally bumped out of bounds by Jaden Gully back at the 36-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 4 yards to go for the Spartans at the Rail Splitter 36-yard line. Boyd comes to the sideline to get the play.
They kind of have the Lincoln defense a little bit on their heels right now, Bob. They've successfully run the ball, and they've successfully passed the ball here early in this third quarter.
The nose guard for the Rail Splitters up there, Aiden Fry, and the defensive ends are Braid and Hunt. Preston Hunt and Tommy Braid. Clattery to the left. He's going to throw. Going to throw the home run ball.
Look.
Pushes off. No. Incomplete. Incomplete. He pushed off out there on the coverage. Looked like that was Dylan
Keeler.
Steven. Was that Keeler?
Keeler.
That was right. That was Kyle Keeler on the coverage.
Yeah. He never ever turned to look really when the ball was in the air, and fortunately, there wasn't a lot of bumping or anything down there, so there was no interference call, but it was a nice throw. He had his receiver way out there.
So it should be, I believe, 3rd and 4.
It is.
At the 36.
Looks like the wind changed, though.
Boyd.
It kind of did, maybe more northwesterly, more of a crosswind now, more westerly now.
And a flag on the play. Who's that going to go against?
Procedure call against
Illegal procedure. So they had a 3rd and 4. And now they're going to move it back. 5-yard penalty back to the 41. So it'll be 3rd and a 9er. Lincoln leads it 28-0. But the Spartans have maintained this march here, Coach.
Yeah, Lincoln's defense been out there the whole quarter, almost 5.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes.
Rail Splitter's got a new nose guard. Looks like Tommy Braid switched to the nose guard. And now a flag on the play. Frank Sanders is up there at defensive end now from his linebacker position.
It's going to be another penalty against the Spartans, this time a delay of game.
Trying to pick up who that other defensive end is. That's still Preston Hunt. Preston Hunt, he got a start on both sides of the line today. He's at the left guard and he's at the right defensive end. 3rd and 14 for the Spartans. Boyd's got it. Wants to throw. He's got a little bit of time. Now he's looking for more time, and he throws a shoestringer. Is that complete?
No.
Incomplete. Intended receiver Jordan Gillum at the 34-yard line. Incomplete.
I tell you, when he even gets blocked at the line of scrimmage, Frank Sanders is still able to, doesn't always get to the quarterback, but he puts the pressure on. He's got some speed with that big body of his to get out there at 6'3", 230, and he's getting pressure on the quarterback almost every play.
They've moved him up from outside linebacker. So he's on the left side of the defensive end, as Coach told you, and Preston Hunt on the right side. And here we go, 4th and 14 for the Spartans. 3 receivers to the far side of the field, one here on the near side. And Boyd's looking for him, but he's covered. And now he wants to run. Now he fakes. Here comes the coverage. That's Frank Sanders and a fumble. Frank Sanders was the one that tripped him up.
Fumble recovered by Lincoln on 4th down.
And that's Kyle Keeler on the recovery for the Rail Splitters. And that's going to be Chris Coyne, State Farm Insurance first down. And that's the way we like it, baby, on the fumble recovery by Kyle Keeler for the Rail Splitters. Kyle Keeler is a senior. Where's the number 18? He's one of the corner for the Rail Splitters. He's 5'7", 150-pounder.
I think Whaler's got a injured player on the field right there over on their far sideline near their bench.
He was the second player in pursuit of that fumble. 6:49 left in the third quarter. Rail Splitters lead at 28-0. It's going to be 1st and 10. A Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby. And we're going to take a 30-second timeout as they attend to the Railer player that's injured.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
I thought Frank Sanders was the player that was down. May have just got the wind knocked out. I remember a cramp. He's
limping a little bit as he goes off.
Yeah, he was the second guy behind Kyle Keeler going for that fumble. And he went down, but he's all right. He's up and he's on the sideline getting some refreshments, and he'll be ready to go.
Spartans had that ball for 5 minutes and 11 seconds to start the third quarter, Bob, and no score to show for it. So the Railers are going to take over on offense for the first time in the half.
Tate Johnston talking to Peyton Bunner, his fullback, before they snap the ball. It'll be Shun Hicks on the snap for the Rail Splitters. He's flanked by the guards Hunt and Poole. The tackles are, Sanders is out right now. Claudio on the left side. Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. That's Gabe Smith looking for running room. Now he's going to reverse his field, and he's going to come back to the 50, to the 45. First down along the sideline and more. He dances, finally taken out of bounds past the 20-yard line. A wise decision there by Gabe Smith.
We got a flag on near the 50-yard line. I'm not sure if they had too many men on the field. They had one running off, but I don't think he got off in time, and that was the flag. So I think that's going to be a big run by Gabe Smith down to about the 22-yard line.
A wise decision there. The veteran senior, he came to the left side, thought there was nothing there, and he just ran all the way across the field. Illegal substitution penalty against Southeast. Gabe Smith took it down to the 22-yard line, and that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. That's what we like to say. Out of the gun comes Johnston. He's a lone man in the backfield. He's got 4 receivers here, and now he's just he kept it. Nowhere to go. They looked like Rochester that time. They had 4 receivers on the far side of the field.
He got driven back a couple of yards, about a 2-yard loss on that.
Second down.
Again, they're going to go with 4 receivers here on the near side. One wing, that's Gabe Smith, and now he goes in motion. He gets the football, wants to turn up, nothing there. Now he makes the turn, and he's finally knocked out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Now he got 3 yards out of it. Curtis on the tackle for Southeast.
It's going to be a long third and 9 here for the Railers. There's 2 down territory on the 21-yard line of the Spartans, so 2 plays to try to pick up those 9 yards.
And now Johnston went to the sideline to get the coach place from Coach Sokowski. Aiden Fry split wide to the right. The Jaden Gully's the tight end. Johnston's got the snap. Reverse. That's the sophomore, and he cuts down to about the 17. That's Seth Durbin on the reverse from Gabe Smith. Seth Durbin wears the number 24, the sophomore.
Yeah, pretty good job by the Spartan defense to read that and stopping for a short gain, maybe 17, about a 4-yard pickup is all.
Football length short of the 17-yard line, 4th and 6 for the Rail Splitters. They lead at 28-0. 5:33, clock on the move, third quarter. There's their wing formation. They go in motion. Johnson going to keep it, throws it up, and
Busted up on a flag, isn't it?
Well, what are they going to call? Pass interference in the end zone?
I think so. It's I thought Gabe had it anyway, but it came loose. But it's going to be against Southeast. Yes.
Threw a jump ball in the end zone. Gabe Smith went up for it, and as Coach said, looked like he had his hands on it, and then
it's going to be about.
interfered with.
I think it'll be half the distance to the goal here.
From the 9-yard line.
Now for the rail splitters.
Half the distance penalty against Southeast on the pass interference.
Half the distance. Well, let's see what they do. Head Leidensman's got the football, and he's going to spot it at the 9, just to pass the 9-yard line. And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's our first and goal. A Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first and goal. And that's the way we like it, baby, that first and goal. At the 9-yard line. Johnston and the crew. Hicks up over the football. Johnston wears the number 17. He's a senior. He's going to hand it off to the big guy, the fullback, Peyton Bunner. Number 11, Bunner. He's a senior teammate. I was penalty marker on the play.
So he got it down to about the 3, out on the 4.
Have to wait and see.
Face mask penalty against Southeast.
Face mask. Ball at the 4. That should be what, halfway to the goal?
Yeah, he got 5 yards on that pickup on the
Half the distance walk off.
2-yard line. 5:14 remaining in the third quarter. Rail Splitters lead at 28-0. So it'll be
should be
second and goal. The 2.
For Lincoln.
Need to be a quarterback sneak, or Bunner will get the football.
Yeah, I'd like to see Johnson just keep the ball here, get a little push up front.
He snapped it to him.
There he
go, big hole. He could have drove up I-55 on that thing, Coach.
There was nothing to stop him.
He was driving north on I-55. Touchdown for Tate Johnston. I believe that's his second touchdown of the game. And that is a Copper and Oak touchdown for the Rail Splitters. Copper and Oak located at 227 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. It was a 2-yard run by Tate Johnston. They'll make the score 34-0, and then a bobbled snap on the point after, and that's a failure. But the Rail Splitters still lead it 34-0 with 5:09 remaining in the third quarter. The defense still pitching a shutout. They did against Lanphier 32-0. Now it's 34-0 against Southeast. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a
Lincoln Rail Splitter football on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Coach Ken Schweitzer with Bobby V and Jacob Long getting ready to kick it away, Coach.
Yeah, it's a nice drive there for the Railers after a long. The defense was out on the field for a long time there to start the quarter, and the offense responded with a nice touchdown drive about 50 yards. I want to mention before we get this game back underway here, the decent crowd from the Lincoln come down. A lot of people over on the Railer side, and glad to see them out here to watch this game on this beautiful afternoon.
We're ready for our Chicago Street Rentals kickoff, located at 1905 North Kickapoo Street. Here's the kickoff by Jacob Long. This time it's going to come down at about the 18 to the 20. Looks for his blocking at the 25 to the 30. Still on his feet and finally tripped up. And again, the first guy there's a couple of guys there. The first guy there, who I think was Aiden Fry, on the tackle for the Rail Splitters.
Yeah, he's the one that tripped him up and got him down, and somebody finished him off, but Aiden was there to make the initial stop.
That's pretty much been his job all day long. He's number 12 is the first guy there on these kickoffs. Again, good field position for the Spartans at their own 31-yard line with 5:03 left in the third quarter. The Rail Splitters lead it 34-0. Spartans huddle up. They keep the clock running. No, they don't. It's not running. I was hoping. Boyd out of the gun, the sophomore. 2 receivers here near side. He's got a man in motion. Goes into the slot. Now is a snap. And here's the running back. Oh, it's Frank Sanders. Big Frank. He was injured for about 10 seconds. They bring him back in, and he makes another tackle.
Well, with his size, he's hard to block, first of all. They're not able to block him, and he's got enough quickness that he can get off the guy that's trying to get it and then gets to the running back. So, yeah, he's had a fine game here today.
Coach, does it have to be a quarterback to be a Mellow Cream sack?
No.
That's a Mellow Cream sack.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it does.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
I was going to say.
That's a tackle for a loss.
He should at least get one donut out of it from Mellow Cream.
I need to talk to Frank after the game.
Yeah. Boyd out of the gun, 2nd and 13. Sanders dropped in 3 yards. That should be worth 3 donuts. Boyd going to heave it.
Deep, find the ball.
Good coverage by Kyle Keeler.
They're going to throw a flag on him.
They're going to throw a flag on him. A couple flags. Darrell White, the intended receiver. Kyle Keeler and suffocating coverage there, but I think they might call a penalty on him.
That'll be a 15-yard walk-off from the line of scrimmage. Spartans have someone down in the backfield.
Oh, no.
Don't know who that is.
Clock stops at 4:11 in the 3rd. Pass interference on the Rail Splitters. Darrell White was the intended receiver from Tony Boyd, and we'll take a 60-second timeout, and we'll be back with Rail Splitter football.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
On the pass interference, you're listening to Rail Splitter football. The chains were moved up to the 43-yard line, but on the play, their quarterback was injured. So they'll probably bring in their backup quarterback. I think his name is Sutton, Amari Sutton. We saw him taking some snaps in the warm-ups. Amari Sutton's a sophomore. He's at quarterback now for the Spartans. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Spartans at their own 43-yard line.
We'll go take this snap.
On the ground, and the Rail Splitters are there. A bad snap, couldn't handle it. First guy there for the... Oh, he was the quarterback? Gillum was the quarterback instead of Sutton. So a couple of Rail Splitters there. One of them was Tommy Baird, and I think the other one might have been... I couldn't tell. Hunt, maybe. They were there very quickly off that front line.
Yeah, they covered him up to make sure, but he was down, just recovering it on the bad snap, as you said, Bob. So it makes it 2nd and about 15.
All right, my good friend Jim Rupert tells me that Jordan Gillum is the quarterback in there. He wears the number 9. Gillum got a green glove on, hands it off to, ooh, man, and that's a sack. That's easy to pick out with the black helmet.
Yeah, that's Peyton.
Peyton Bunner on the sack.
Down by 11,
That's a sort of a Mellow Cream sack.
That's a tackle for a loss again.
Tackle for loss, 3rd and 16.
We had several of those last week too, Bob.
Gillum wears the number 15. 3rd and 17. Regular defense has been unbelievable today. Gillum out of the gun. He wears an orange glove on his left hand. Got the snap.
Just about.
And, well, no, he's got the... Whoa, almost ran him down. He's got a completion up ahead. And the tackle for the Rail Splitters made by Ryan Metalco. second time we've seen him make a tackle, but that's a big first down for the Spartans.
Yeah, the defense had him on the run, had the quarterback on the run, but couldn't quite catch him, and he scrambled enough to find an open receiver.
Ball at the 33-yard line. 15 brings the plays in, but he's not the quarterback. Gillum's the quarterback. Where's the 9? 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Here, one on the near side. Gillum waits for the snap. He's got it. Hands off to his running back, and he's wrapped up right away. Check and see who that is. That's our main man, Aiden Fry, on the tackle again for the Rail Splitters.
Bob, we don't keep track here as the game goes along, but looking back last week, the Railers had 9 tackles for loss against the Lanphier Lions. So they've continued that tonight. I don't know how many they've had today, but they get aggressive and get in the backfield.
Ball at the 32-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Spartans. Gillum in there at quarterback. McClarity is the running back. Got a man in motion. They hand it off to him. And that's Jaden Gully was the first man there. And then it was Tommy Braid and another one of the Rail Splitters there that were able to stop him.
The Spartans continue to try to get to the outside, Bob, and Lincoln's defense continues to turn them back to the inside where they've got help and results in the short gains. And Railers just doing a very good job on containing today.
Looks like 3rd and 9, Coach, at the 31. And now Boyd's going to check back in. Tony Boyd took the mandatory 8 count, and he's back in. The sophomore quarterback. Got some big guys up on that front line. They don't give us heights and weights. At number 70 at the right guard, he's big. Well, he's the center. Boyd. He's back in the. He's got the snap. Rolls out to his right. He's going to heave the long pass. Is he out of the end zone? No, it's a touchdown. They call it a touchdown. And that's the end of the shutout for the Railer defense, but they hung on until 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the 2nd game. But that was a nice pass by Tony Boyd for the touchdown.
52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and finally the Spartans get the scoreboard.
That was 32 that caught it, I think.
30? I thought it was 12. Oh, 32? Oh, all right, we'll call him. We'll call it that.
What's his name? Devontae Dent.
Yeah. They're going to go for 2. 34-6, going for the 2-point, knocked away. Rail Splitters broke it up. I can't pick up who that was, but Rail Splitters broke it up. Lincoln 34, and the Spartans 6 with 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. And I believe that was Dylan Stevens. No, maybe not. That was Kyle Keeler that broke that up in the end zone.
On the extra point try.
On the extra point try, yeah. I think that was.
Yeah. Well, the Lincoln Railers, they just their pass defense. One of the concerns was a little bit on pass defense, and they've let a couple receivers get open, Bob, and they've made the catches. You give Southeast the credit; they've caught those balls.
You look surprised.
So we get ready for a Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Chicago Street Rentals, located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422 for Chicago Street Rentals. So back for the Rail Splitters, we've got Quentin Quisenberry and Gabe Smith.
Hey, Rachel.
Quisenberry wears the number 1. Smith is number 3. Smith has got 2 touchdowns in the football game. Quisenberry's got a couple of big tackles.
Be aware of the onside kick here. They sort of tried that early in the first half and actually got it back because the Railers couldn't handle it. So got to be ready for that again.
So we get ready to kick it away, Coach.
Yeah. Southeast needs possession, so they might try anything here.
So this was the backup quarterback, Jordan Gillum. Going to have the good hands people here on this one.
Yeah, number 12 scored.
Number 12 scored. Tony Boyd, who was injured, came back from the injury on the first
Here's Gillum's kick, and it's a little.
Got to catch it. Get it.
Got to grab it. Get on it. Got it. And that is Aiden Crane, the wide receiver with the good hands. They'll got to grab the football. So it's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. Rail Splitters 1st and 10, and they've got the lead 34-4.
18.
So they're saying Javon Solomon caught that, scored the touchdown. Javon Solomon. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Rail Splitters lead it 34-6. Sean Hicks comes up over the football. Out of that wing formation, Tate Johnston, the quarterback, waits for the snap. Got a man in motion, gives it off. Gabe Smith, and he stood up at the line of scrimmage, and he may have got a yard out of it. Kept his feet moving. Original line of scrimmage was about the 17. He may have got to the 18-yard line.
He hasn't gotten up yet either. Gabe is down on the ground now.
Oh, no. That's not good. Gabe Smith, who had 2 touchdowns earlier in the football game, got hit there hard at the line of scrimmage. A lot of people out there around him.
Looked like he's tall anyway, Bob. It looked like he was running a little high. And he got hit pretty good.
Moving his arms, that's a good sign. And his knees bent, laying on his back, reaching back. Well, we'll take a 30-second break, and then we'll come back. Hope Gabe Smith's in good shape.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Johnston out of the shotgun. Got the snap. Hands off. Around the left side. That's Seth Durbin. Gabe Smith walked off the field underneath his own power for the Rail Splitters.
Got a flag on the play here, Bob.
And a flag on the play. But Gabe Smith, we should see him back in there before it's over. He's had well over maybe about 130 yards total with passing and running for the Rail Splitters. Holding on the Rail Splitters. That'll take it back 10 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 19 for the Rail Splitters. The clock running. That's about we're going to run out the third quarter.
Yeah, they could and they should.
Counting it down from 13 seconds. Give more time for Gabe Smith to rest up in between quarters.
I thought maybe the Spartans would decline that penalty and set up a 3rd and long for the Railers, but they took it.
And that's going to end the third quarter with the score. Lincoln Rail Splitters 34 and Southeast 6. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
Beautiful day, Coach, for football. Little Rail Splitters lead at 34-6. And we're getting ready for a
if you're
second and 19.
If you're a Lincoln fan, yeah, you got to be happy to be sitting out here on a perfect day like this, watching a good performance by the Railers up to now. You got one more quarter to go and got a decent lead, but you got to continue to execute, and I'm sure that's what the coaches are looking for here in this final quarter.
It's going to be second and 19 as we start this fourth quarter on the north end of the field.
We may see our first punt of the season here, Bob, if the Railers can't navigate these 20 yards.
Back on the 9-yard line. Johnston out of the gun, got a man in motion. He wants to throw, rolls to his right, had to get rid of it. He was under a lot of pressure there. The intended receiver for Lincoln was Kyle Keeler.
That's their first pass here in the second half, Bob, and as you said, he was under some pressure, wasn't able to get a very good throw out there. Stops the clock.
With just 5 seconds into the fourth quarter, Jaden Gully going to the sideline for the Rail Splitters. Aiden Crane here on the sideline. Third and 19. We've got 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Make that 2 receivers. Quentin Quisenberry is one of the guys out there. Johnston rolls out to his left, looks, throws it up. He's got a man. Whoa, got
intercepted.
Hit. And it's intercepted. Kyle Keeler got hit, and it's intercepted by the Spartans, and they're going to go in for a touchdown. Touchdown for the Spartans. They take it in. That's Solomon. Kyle Keeler got hit from behind on the, he had his hands on it, but he was hit hard, knocked to the field. And Solomon takes it in, and that's the second touchdown for Solomon. Back-to-back touchdowns by Solomon for the Southeast Spartans, and that'll make it 34-12. That's Solomon.
Thanks to the super sleuths who were able to get him the
So they're Keeler's up on his feet. That's a good sign. 29-yard touchdown for the Spartans on the interception, I'm sorry.
Still working on the interplay, although he is walking off under his own
So now we'll get ready for probably be a 2-point conversion attempt. Rail Splitter defense is out there waiting. We just start the fourth quarter. At the end of the third and now the start of the fourth quarter, the Spartans have picked up 2 touchdowns to make it 34-12.
Yeah, I'm not sure that. Well, you can always second guess things on Bob, but probably run and then punt it and whatever.
Yeah.
Still got a decent lead here, but they're going to get the ball on the kickoff here, and they need to get some offense moving and run some clock.
There they go for the 2-point conversion. Boyd out of the gun will attempt the 2-point conversion. Got the low snap. Now he's going to have to take it himself. And he's in for the 2-point conversion. So that'll make the score 34-14. Lincoln still with a 20-point lead, and they'll get the football on the kick with 11:41 still left in the football game. We got a lot of football left. Hope you're enjoying it. We'll be back.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Lincoln Rail Splitter football from Memorial Stadium. Just another touchdown and a 2-point conversion by the Southeast Spartans, and the Rail Splitters still lead it by 20 points, 34-14. All our kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals. Chicago Street Rentals located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. The Weinbrenners out there, phone 217-735-2422 for all your construction needs. As Southeast gets ready to kick it back. Quentin Quisenberry back for the Rail Splitters. And the football is going to come down, and that's going to be caught by Aiden Crane. Crane called for a fair catch, and the good news is Gabe Smith's back in there, Coach.
Yeah, he was just shaken up a little bit, but he wasn't hurt serious, so he's back in the game. And Crane signaled a fair catch. He would have had a little room to run, but he wanted to be secure with the ball. And so it's on the 29-yard line for the Railers to start this series.
And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. And that's the way we like it, baby. As we get going again in this fourth quarter, we lead it by 20 points, 34-14. It'll be Tate Johnston, the quarterback for the Rail Splitters. The wing backs are Seth Durbin and Gabe Smith. The fullback is Peyton Bunner for the Rail Splitters. The wide receiver is Aiden Crane. He's the guy that caught the kick. Jaden Gully's the tight end. And now the officials blow the play dead. Let's see what they say.
I think they're questioning the clock. Some time went off the clock there. I'm not sure it should have.
They all have their radios. That makes it a little more efficient to do it.
Not sure what it was on, but well, yeah, we do.
Yeah, the officials
it was
talking
at the 11:41 when they scored, and now that's down to 11:06. So I think they're going to put some time.
Ran
back
35
on.
Seconds off of there.
Yeah.
If my math's correct.
Because on the fair catch on the kick, they shouldn't have had any time run off.
So whatever, the officials discussed something, the explanation. I think there's...
Talking to the head coach. I think it's... Oh, they're going to put 11:36.
11:36.
Yeah.
Well, they didn't work the same math as me, but that's okay.
Yeah, we'll take that.
1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters at their own 29-yard line. Johnston's got the snap, and Gabe Smith looking for some running room. He gets up across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Let's call it about a 3-yard pickup for Gabe Smith, and he continues to add to his totals. Don't forget to check us out at the end of the game for the player, Joe Ryan Country Financial Player of the Game. And Gabe Smith certainly taking a shot at it. He scored a couple touchdowns. He's got about 140 all-purpose yards. Got Aiden Crane here to the near side. Here's the snap.
Yeah.
And Johnston keeps it himself on the run. Close. Looks like he's got a first down, Coach, across the 40. That's going to be a Chris Coyne's. Wait a minute. What's the official doing now?
Setting it down.
That's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down at the 40-yard line, and that's the way we like her, baby. 10:50 clock on the move. Spartan defense players running in and out. Johnston looking over at Coach Silkowski, talking the play over. Coming back in, the clock continues to run. Play clock's at 18 seconds, got plenty of time. Hicks comes up over the football, our fine center. Bunner's in there at fullback. Here's the snap. And inside. Woo, nice run.
Yes.
That's the young sophomore. Seth Durbin got the call that time. They didn't see that one coming. That's another first down at the 45 into Southeast Spartan territory, where it'll be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. That's the way we like it, baby.
And that's the Railers' bread and butter, Bob, on the run, the reverses and counters and different people carrying the ball, and that's what they've been successful with most of the game.
They were probably looking for Smith, and all of a sudden you got the sophomore Durbin. And don't be surprised if we don't see Bunner on this next play. Johnston, 45-yard line of the Spartans. It's Smith this time. He sees a hole, and he's got 5-6 yards down in the 39-yard line on a 6-yard run by Gabe Smith.
Smith carries.
We unofficially have him for 16 carries and 86 yards, Bob, so he's having a big day on the ground. Plus, he's caught two passes for 100 yards.
He's going for that Joe Ryan.
I'm sorry, for 52 yards.
Going for that Joe Ryan Country Financial Player of the Game. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the Rail Splitters. Crane breaks out of the huddle. Bunner back there at the fullback. Smith on the right side of the wing, Durbin on the left side. Now they go in motion. That's Smith with the football again, gives a straight arm, and he's got a first down and more. Down around the 31-yard line. Call it the 32-yard line. 7-yard pickup for Gabe Smith and a first down. That's a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. And that's the way we like it, baby. State Farm Insurance, Chris Coyne, first down for the Rail Splitters. 1st and 10 at the Spartan 33-yard line. Railers lead at 34-14. Next week we'll be back home against the Rochester Rockets. Hicks up over the ball. Here's the snap. And going to keep it.
Hang on.
That's Durbin. Young sophomore. He's getting the calls now. He's at the 32-yard line. So he picked up a yard.
Yeah.
2nd and 9 for the Rail Splitters.
Looked like he momentarily juggled that ball on the handoff, Bob, so I'm glad he secured it and didn't get much out of it, but kept the possession, kept the clock running.
That's the main key. You're right, Coach. He was able to hang on to the ball. Clock continues to move with 8 minutes left in the football game. Lincoln leads it 34-14. Lincoln in no big hurry to come out of the huddle. They got plenty of time. Play clock at 10 seconds. Johnson's got the snap, hands off. Bunner at the 30, keeps his head down. 25, flipped. They did a somersault. Bunner somersaults to the 21-yard line. Unbelievable. And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters, and that's the way we like it, baby. Those somersaults to the first down.
That's just Bunner's 5th carry of the night, Bob. He hasn't had it as much as we have in the past, but he's got 24 yards on those 5 carries, and that was one of his biggest ones.
7:22 left for the game. Railers up by 20, 34-14. 1st and 10 at the 21. They've got the whole WFMB All-Star team up here with us. 1st and 10 for the Rail Splitters. Rail Splitters at the line of scrimmage. Johnson waits for the snap. Man in motion, Gabe Smith. They hand off Bunner again. Bunner stays on his feet. Bunner, a big, strong kid. He wants to go all the way to the end zone, and he's finally knocked down at about the 2-yard line. From the 21-yard line, it looked like a rodeo out there, Coach. They rode him all the way 18, 19 yards down inside the 5 at the 2-yard line. So that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance 1st and goal at the 2, and that's really the way we like it, baby. Definitely.
Yeah, he just wouldn't stop. Kept those legs driving. That's what you teach your backs to do, and he just kept going, and Spartans couldn't get him down.
Hell, he's in good shape. He's a wrestler, tough kid. 1st and goal for the Rail Splitters at the 2. Johnson out of the gun, gives it to Bunner. He wants to polish it off, and he does. Touchdown, Lincoln Rail Splitters. That's a Copper and Oak touchdown for the Rail Splitters, located 227 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. A Lincoln Rail Splitter, a Copper and Oak touchdown. Compliments of Peyton Bunner on the last 3 runs. The big run was the previous run. Okay, on the snap, it'll be Shun Hicks on the placement. Kane Komnick and Lucas Melton will attempt the point after. Kyle Keeler earlier on the field. Here's the boot. Nice and easy through the uprights to the south end of the field. And we've got a 41-14 Lincoln Rail Splitter lead. Lincoln Rail Splitters 41, Southeast Spartans 14 with 6 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Rail Splitters lead it 41-14. Our kickoff sponsored by Chicago Street Rentals, 1909 Kickoff Street. Here's Jacob Long on the kick. Takes a good hop for him to the 16 to the 20s, 25, 30, up to the 35, straight arm, and tripped up. The tackle there made by, guess who? Number 12 for the Rail Splitters again on another kickoff tackle for Aiden Fry. Aiden Fry, number 12 for the Rail Splitters, continues to make those kickoff tackles.
Well, you know, and he doesn't just knock people down. He wraps them up. He had him by the ankles and had him wrapped up in his arms and brought him down. A nice, sure tackle.
Good field position for the Spartans at their own 38-yard line, 1st and 10. 6:09 for the game. Rail Splitters lead at 41-14. Rail Splitter defense is on the field, and here come the Spartans out. Boyd was shook up earlier, but he's back out there again. Gillum came in to back him up. Boyd out of the gun. Got 3 receivers here on the near side, 1 on the far side. He's looking for the guy on the far side. Now he's going to heave it long. And, oh, he's got it. He's going to go. Touchdown for the Spartans. Rail Splitters went up, tried to tip it away, and the Spartans get the touchdown, and they celebrate. 41-20. Solomon has got all 3 of their touchdowns, Coach.
He's a good receiver, yep. 62 yards.
They needed him earlier. He's come on strong. Solomon with 3 touchdowns.
Well, that was Gabe Smith on the coverage, Bob. He had good position on him, and he went up, and the ball just got over his hand, and Solomon was there to make the catch.
Just over his fingertips, Coach. 41-20. An exciting Saturday afternoon. They'll go for the 2-point conversion. Boyd out of the gun.
At 3:20, he's a household name.
Thank goodness that we do now. Boyd takes the snap as they go for 2 in the second.
Rolls out to his left. Good coverage. Incomplete. Tried to get it into the end zone. Incomplete.
5:57 to go in the fourth quarter. Score is Lincoln 41, Southeast 20.
Southeast with 5:57 to play in this one. Lincoln 41, Southeast 20.
Rail Splitters 41, Southeast Spartans 20. And we get ready for our Chicago Street Rentals kickoff. Chicago Street Rentals located at 1909 North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln. Phone 217-735-2422 for all your construction needs.
I need to tell these kids to drink water 2 days before the game.
That's right. They got to be like marathon runners. Sip water.
Well, the Railers have 5 minutes, just under 6 minutes left here, Bob, that they need to have another drive on offense and hold on to the ball.
Here, Spartans still haven't come out on the field. I don't know what the problem is.
They're down 3 touchdowns here, Bob. This would be the time you would expect possibly an onside kick or some kind of a trick here to try to get a possession back, because they're dynamic. They can score in a hurry. We just saw that on a play, and the Railers still have to continue to try to play defense here and run some clock on offense.
5:57 left for the game. As Coach tells you, they're going for the onside kick. Or maybe the bloop. They did the little bloop last time, and Aiden Crane caught it. He'll kick it soccer style. He's got his crew ready to go. Looks at both sides. Here's the boot. It is the onside kick. Rail Splitters can't get it. Now they dive on it. That was that 41?
Marcus Gill.
Marcus Gill recovered it for the Rail Splitters. So that's going to be a first down. That's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance for the Rail Splitters with 5:52 left for the game, and that's the way we like it, baby. Rail Splitters lead it 41-20 with the ball at the 36-yard line. Aiden Crane lined up here to the left side, the wide receiver for the Rail Splitters. Johnston, the quarterback. This time Bunner's on the wing. He's got Smith behind him, and they're going to hand it off to the sophomore Durbin. No. Durbin cuts it up the middle. Is that? No, that was Tate Johnston kept it. Actually, Johnson kept the ball. Fake me out. Tate Johnston kept the ball, just short of a first down. A couple yards short, 8 yards for Tate Johnston. Ball at the 44-yard line. Rail Splitters in that red and white today. They lead it 41-20. Railers got plenty of time, burning time off of the shot of the clock. 12 seconds left on the play clock. Now they come to the line of scrimmage. Shun Hicks comes up over the football. He's the center for the Rail Splitters. Here comes a man in motion. This time he's going to keep it again, and he's got a first down into Southeast territory, or right at the 50-yard line. Tate Johnston keeps it. Wise decision there, Coach, and that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down, and that's the way we like it, baby.
Yeah, and he's carried the ball. We've got him for 13 carries and 57 yards, so he's done a nice job controlling the ball there, Bob, and making them safe runs, and that's what that was right there. Got the first down and gives you another set of downs with 4:45 left in the game.
Nose of the football on the 50-yard line. Clock on the move. 4 minutes and 36 seconds left for the game. Lincoln leads it 41-20. First and 10. That was a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down. Rail Splitters out of that wing formation. Man in motion. This time they hand it off to the big guy, Bunner. And he fights and scrums, and he got about a yard out of it. They're not going to give, they might give him 6 inches. I thought he got more than that.
Yeah, they're going to take a timeout here.
Timeout, Southeast Spartans with the score. Lincoln 41, Lincoln 20. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with FGEC online, follow them on Facebook, download their app, and visit their new website at myfgec.org with live YouTube video streams as well as recordings of services and special events. Full Gospel Evangelistic Center, 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln.
Football from Memorial Stadium. Here we go. Second and 10 for the Rail Splitters. Man in motion. That's Gabe Smith. He's going to turn it upfield. Looks for running room. And there's a penalty on the play. Smith down across the 45-yard line. You stay here. Holding against the Rail Splitters.
That might have been Preston Hunt there on the block there on the outside, Bob. I'm not sure, but that's who they're calling it on. But he looked like the guy that they were looking at.
10-yard penalty. Ball brings the ball back to the Lincoln 42-yard line with 4:12 remaining in the game. Next week we'll be back in Lincoln against the Rochester Rockets at Hanlon Field. Second and 18 yards. Clock on the move now again. 4:08 left for the game. Railers come to the line of scrimmage. Hicks up over the football, snaps it. Now another flag on the play.
Wow.
Illegal procedure against the Rail Splitters. Stay tuned for the player of the game, Joe Ryan, Country Financial player of the game. 5-yard penalty. Now the ball goes back to the 37-yard line. Clock is on the move again. We're under 4 minutes for the game. Lincoln leads at 41-20. They've got the football. It'll be 2nd and 23. Crane lined up to the wide side. Johnston, man in motion. And then it's on the reverse. That's Smith. Smith's going to go. First down. No. He just got across the first marker there. I got a little too excited, but a nice run there by Gabe Smith.
Yeah, he picked up about 15 or 16 yards on that, Bob. You're right. He was one man away from maybe breaking it, but they were able to stop him cross midfield at the 48-yard line.
Quite a day for Gabe Smith. couple touchdowns, a lot of receptions, big yardage. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
An accident or injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
We're back here with Rail Splitter football. 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining in the football game, and the Rail Splitters lead it 41-20. Both teams with their coaches talking it over before we finish these final plays of the game. Stay tuned for the player of the game, sponsored by Joe Ryan Country Financial Insurance. Both teams back out on the field now on the far side hash mark. It'll be 3rd and 8 for the Rail Splitters. 2 down territory for the Rail Splitters. Johnston in the wing formation, Smith on the right, Durbin on the left, Bunner the fullback. This time they're going to do the reverse again to Smith. Smith going to break to the outside. He fights for a first down. It's going to be close. Let's see what they call it. Might be about an inch short of a first down.
See where they put it, but it's a good run out there with not a lot of blocking. He broke some tackles, got it down at the 41-yard line. That was a 7-yard pickup.
Going to be tough to stop the Rail Splitters here, either Johnston or Bunner.
It's on the 41. They got the clock running, so they'll take some time here before they snap it. And you got to figure
they don't have the clock running.
Johnston.
They should. Well, here we go.
He must have gone out of bounds.
3:29 went out of bounds. Here's the snap. He's going to take it. He's got the first down, the quarterback, Johnston. And that's going to be a Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down for the Rail Splitters. And that's the way we like it, baby. They got to move the chains. Here we go. Clock continues to run. 3:20 left for the game. Lincoln leads it 41-20. Ball at the 39-yard line. No hurry now. I want to thank all our fine sponsors. Mey Realty, Chicago Street and Reynolds, Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance, Miller Cream Donuts, Copper and Oak, Grau Incorporated, the Carpet House. Here comes the Rail Splitters. Johnson's got the snap. Hands off Bunner. Bunner right side, and the Southeast student body's there fighting with him. Take him down. Might have got a yard out of it. Now they're going to call it the line of scrimmage. Got back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 for the Rail Splitters. But the clock continues to run.
We've got the Railers have got around 250 yards rushing on the ground today, Bob. So another good output. Yeah, they were over 300 yards last week, and so the ground game continues to pay dividends.
Perfect. All right, the Rail Splitters, as Coach told you, taking their time coming out. They burn up a lot of time there on the play clock. Now they come to the line of scrimmage. Johnston waits for the snap. He's got it. Hands off Bunner, right side. Bunner fights his way across the 35 to the 33 before they blow it dead. 6-yard pickup, maybe 5-yard pickup for Bunner. 3rd down. Timeout on the field with the Rail Splitters up 41-20, and we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in Service, Parts, and Detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly with less downtime and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Bobby V and the Hall of Famer Coach Ken Schweitzer back here with Lincoln Rail Splitter football. An exciting afternoon for the Rail Splitters. They've scored 41 points, and they had the last offensive drive here at Memorial Stadium. I don't think we'll be back here again this year, but it's always fun to come here to Memorial Stadium. A couple games from now we'll be at U High. That's a spectacular place to broadcast. I don't know why we're going there two times in a row, but I guess they didn't want to come to Lincoln. Maybe they don't like Salt Creek or the Back Lakes or whatever, but here we go. 3rd and 5. Ball at the 33-yard line. Johnston out of the guns. Got the snap. Reverse again to Gabe Smith. Gabe Smith looking for run room. Stays on his feet. Breaks a couple tackles. And he's around the sideline. And he's got another first down. Another Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance first down at the 20-yard line. And that's the way we like it, baby. They'll move the chains and we'll rock and roll again. Ball on the far side hash mark. Minute 34 to go. Hicks up over the football and we're ready to go. Johnston, this time he's going to come up under center and they're just going to, he backs off and takes the knee. The kneel down will run some more seconds off the clock. They come up in that victory formation.
They'll have to do that maybe 2 more times, and that'll be all they need.
Yeah, that's a loss of yardage, isn't it?
Well, he went down 2 yards.
Again, we want to thank all our fine sponsors out there that keep us on the air. Jim Examus Ford, The Carpet House, Lincoln Printers, Chicago Street Rentals, Simply Traveled Cruise Planners, Chris Coyne State Farm Insurance. The platinum level sponsors are Mey Realty, Culver's of Lincoln, and the Full Gospel Evangelistic Church. Here's another knee. We're under a minute now to wrap this one up. Stand by for the player of the game. The Country Financial, Joe Ryan, Country Financial. There's another knee, and that should end it right there. Lincoln walking off the field, and both teams will line up to shake hands. Now the final score is going to be Lincoln Rail Splitters 41 and the Southeast Spartans 20. Lincoln had an all-around good game today. Spartans were able to bring in Solomon and get 3 quick touchdowns by him, but Lincoln had a good enough lead to stay in front. Both teams walking across the field now to shake hands. We'll take a 60-second timeout, and we'll be back to wrap it up.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
All right, here we go. Lincoln Rail Splitters win it 41-20, the final here. And the Rail Splitters now 2-0 on the season. And they'll go back to Lincoln next week to play the Rochester Rockets. But now it's time for Coach Schweitzer to wrap it up. And before it's all over, he'll give us the Joe Ryan Country Financial Player of the Game.
Well, the Railers, they got out to the early lead. They scored twice in the first quarter, twice in the second quarter to go in at halftime, leading 28-0. Scored with 5:09 left in the third period on a 2-yard run by Tate Johnson. Made it 34-0, and then at that point the Southeast came back and they've scored a couple touchdowns after that to get within 20, 34-14, and then the Railers scored on a 2-yard run by Peyton Bunner, and then Southeast finished with a 62-yard pass to their receiver Solomon, who scored 3 times for him. Got to the final score of 41-20. A good game by the Railers. They offensively did what they wanted to do, ran the ball well, and didn't throw much again, but a few times they scored. Gabe Smith caught a couple passes for a total of 52 yards and a touchdown. One of those touchdowns, Gabe Smith was the leading rusher, unofficially, of course, with 20 carries for 128 yards. Peyton Bunner carried for 50 yards on 10 carries. And quarterback Tate Johnson, we had him for 17 carries and 54 yards. Seth Durbin carried the ball 6 times for 50 yards. So spread out quite evenly with well, not evenly, but lots of yards for a lot of running backs, Bob. And all in all, the defense played really well. Gave up a couple passes there, but other than that, defensively did a good job against quarterback, who they were concerned about going into the game. And all in all, a good performance by the Lincoln Railers.
Well, Coach, thanks for all those stats, and now it's time to pick the Joe Ryan Country Financial Player of the Game. Who you got?
Well, it's a never an easy call. For one time, we thought maybe the defense would be in on that, but has to be Gabe Smith for his performance tonight. He carried the ball for, as we said, 20 times for 128 yards, caught 2 passes for a total of 52 yards, and scored a touchdown on that one in the first quarter, and just had an all-around good performance. So we're going to call Gabe Smith as our player of the game today.
Okay, thank you very much, Coach. That's going to wrap it up. Fans, of course, we want to thank Lloyd Kirby for setting everything up for us, for filming the game, for you able to watch the game. I want to thank Joe Lee back at the station. Of course, we want to thank the guy that writes the checks, General Manager Jim Ash. It's been great. I want to thank all our fine sponsors, and, of course, you, the fans, the people that listen to us for all these years. And my good partner, I want to thank Coach Ken Schweitzer for all the work he's done on the color and the stats he keeps for us and keeping everything under control here for Bobby V. So the final score, Bobby V reporting, was Lincoln Rail Splitters 41 and the Southeast Spartans 20. Thanks for listening. Have a safe trip wherever you're going.
Culver's is a family restaurant. To me, that means being the place that puts a smile on everyone's face. We're famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and frozen custard made daily inside our restaurants. But we've always believed more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day. We source the finest chicken to bring you our tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger, 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln and Logan County. This is Chris Grau from Grau Chevrolet Buick in Lincoln. When it comes time to choose someone to repair your car, truck, or SUV, don't you think you'd feel more comfortable working with the local people you know and trust? Our team in service, parts, and detail have the tools, training, and knowledge that will get your repairs done quickly, with less downtime, and at the right price. Call the local pros at 217-735-4444 at Grau Chevrolet Buick on North Kickapoo Street in Lincoln.
Full Gospel Evangelistic Center makes an impact locally and beyond through a wide range of events, ministries, and outreaches. Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Connect with
Culver's is a
FGEC
family
online,
restaurant.
follow
To me,
them
that
on
means being the
Facebook,
place that puts a
download their
smile
app,
on
and
everyone's
visit their
face.
new
We're
website at
famous for our cooked-to-order butter burgers and
myfgec.org
frozen
with
custard
live
made
YouTube
daily
video
inside our
streams as well as recordings
We've
of
always
services
believed
and
more
special
menu
events.
options mean more
Full
ways to
Gospel
brighten your day.
Evangelistic Center,
We source the
304
finest
North
chicken
McLean
to
Street
bring you
in
our
Lincoln.
tenders and chicken sandwiches. And our cheese curds. They're a Wisconsin tradition we're proud to share with you. So take the next meal shift off and let us take care of you. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, home of the Butterburger,
An
2530 Woodlawn
accident
Road
or
in Lincoln.
injury can happen any day. If you're living without health insurance, now is the time to find a health insurance plan to protect you and your family. New, low-cost plans cover doctor's visits, hospital stays, prescriptions, preventative care, and more. And you could get a tax credit to help you afford insurance. So call me, Dara Entwistle, 217-737-7581 to help you find a plan that's right for you.
Whether you're buying or selling your home, the brokers of Mey Realty will work with you to get the deal done. As one of Central Illinois' top producing offices for decades, Mey Realty has the experience to guide you through the process. You want results? Call the brokers of Mey Realty at 217-735-5424, stop by the office at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln, or check out local listings online at meyrealty.com.
Hi, Joe Ryan here with Country Financial. As pensions go by the wayside and your retirement approaches, have you thought about what your retirement income will look like? No, I'm not talking about how much money you have saved. I am talking about a retirement income, a guaranteed paycheck for life. That's right, a paycheck issued to you every month for the rest of your life. Sound interesting? Let's talk. 735-4385.
Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Rail Splitter football. WLCN's live video stream coverage is sponsored by Full Gospel Evangelistic Center. Located at 304 North McLean Street in Lincoln, Pastors Steve and Debbie Owens invite you to worship Sunday mornings at 10:30 and attend Wednesday night Bible studies at 6:30. Find them on Facebook or learn more at myfgec.org. Mey Realty. Locally owned and operated, Mey Realty is Logan County's top producing real estate agency year after year. Call 217-735-5424 or browse listings online at meyrealty.com. Culver's of Lincoln, home of the Butterburger. Stop by before or after the game, located at 2530 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. Jim Examus Ford Lincoln, located at 2301 Woodlawn Road. Phone 217-732-2111 or shop online anytime at jimexamus.com. Puritan Springs Water Delivery. Enjoy great tasting bottled water delivered to your home or workplace with Puritan Springs Water. Lincoln proud since 1972. Call 800-292-2992 or go online to puritansprings.com. United Community Bank, located at 2201 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln and online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank is the leader in community banking and stands ready to help both individuals and businesses. Phone 217-735-5400. Little Barn Boutique, for clothing, unique gifts from vendors, and products from companies like Bridgewater Candles, Innis, and Mud Pie. Find Little Barn Boutique on Facebook or stop by the store and see Jessica at 1103 5th Street in Lincoln. State Representative Bill Howder, proudly representing citizens of Logan County and all constituents of District 87. Joe Ryan Country Financial, located at 509 Pulaski Street in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-735-4385. Independent health insurance agent Dara Entwistle, advocating for you, your family, and your company. Located at 101.5 South Kickapoo Street, above J&M Meat Market in downtown Lincoln. Call 217-651-8046. Chestnut Health Systems, offering a comprehensive scope of behavioral health and human services in Illinois and Missouri. Call 888-924-3786. Thank you for watching WLCN's live video stream coverage of Lincoln Railer football. This live video stream is made possible in part by WLCN's live stream technology sponsor, Mey Realty, located at 602 Keokuk Street in Lincoln and online at meyrealty.com. The preceding program is a presentation of WLCN 96.3 FM and WLCNonline.com.